Well, that's fabulous.
Well, hello there, Dale. How are you today?
Well, very good. How are you, MH?
Very good, thanks.
And any idea what we're doing here in the booth?
Well, I think this is the, I don't know why I'm here, but I believe it's the King of the Hill match.
No kidding. So this is the one we've been waiting for all day.
The big one.
This is the big. This is the main event.
The
feature presentation.
the unhandicapped open
Correct.
version of this.
Speaking of handicap, did you get a glimpse of that little match between Collin and I?
No, I was driving here.
Probably a good thing. Yeah. Talking about handicap, it's like two handicap players not being able to make a ball.
Oh, both of you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
But
at least it was close.
I got lucky. I got lucky in the end.
At least it was close.
So welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us yet again on a gorgeous Sunday evening. We are live here at Mad Apple Salmon and Billiard Company here on West College Avenue.
Starting with that again,
You know, well, I just had salmon again for dinner.
I was going to order it.
Oh, my gosh. It's just fishy.
It's, yeah,
in a good way.
I think I'm going to order it right now, actually.
Free
Free meal for commentating, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, absolutely.
That's the only reason I agreed.
Sure. I mean, snickerdoodles and a fish. You really can't beat it. So anyway, everybody, feature event. Here we are, and our reigning king is still out of town. Well, I shouldn't say that. Our current king, Mr. Stonemason, is absent from the state of Wisconsin. So it is going to be Collin Pockets Passett
taking his place.
And Josh, I don't have a nickname, Nelson.
Huh.
But we'll figure one out.
You know, that's actually a good nickname.
I don't have a nickname?
Yeah.
And we're ready to go.
It just might stick.
It is going to be a race to 18 10-ball winner break, rack your own, and both players have decided that they are not going to use the magic rack. The 3 foul is in play. Josh hailing from Beloit area, I believe, and Collin right here.
And they're playing winner breaks, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I heard you guys chatting about that before. Zach was talking about it, the magic rack leading to more strings of break and runs. Is that what the general consensus is?
Well, you know as well as I do, MH, it's challenging to make a ball on the break and 10 ball. I mean, unless you're Shane Van Voning or Dennis O'Coolio or, you know, some of those guys. And have a good shot at the 1 ball. So magic rack, I believe anyway, is a little bit easier to pocket a ball.
Is that because you're pocketing a particular same ball over and over?
I'm not sure. I've never been very good at breaking in 10 ball.
Or just that they're more...
Well, I'm not good at breaking in any.
No. So really, they're both new challenges, aren't they? Neither of them.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
And what happens? Mason just gave up his string. I mean, if he gets back in again, he starts from 1 again, doesn't he?
Well, yes, his string is broken, but he does have first dibs as soon as he gets back. So he'll be, I believe, back in 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, that's not a very good safety, is it? A little sarcastic fist pump from Collin Pockets. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, if you know Collin, like you know Collin, we've been. Oh, that 7's going to get in the way. That 7 is going to get in the way.
That kind of drifted over, didn't it?
So, even in our little warm-up match, it was the exact same thing. You know, we'd make a bad shot and be like, wow, that's, you know, fabulous.
Yeah,
quality pool. It's great. We had like 45 people watching.
I suppose that's better than crying and moaning. Am I right?
Right. That is correct, sir. Fine hit.
Very good. Got out of his self-made safety.
Yeah, I see another safety coming up right quick.
Yeah, and this one's probably going to be better than his first one. No, he looks like
Does that
he-
go past? He's playing the combo?
I think he's just playing the combination on the 9.
It's like he's stalking the table
He's going to be aggressive and just shoot.
Good shot.
And why not? If you can do that, that's better, right?
You betcha. I just pull this back 1 inch, play the 6 down in the upper left-hand corner.
Because no safety is completely safe. The only real safety is to run out and don't let him shoot.
That's excellent commentary.
Well, thank you. It's the one line that I've got. No, I didn't.
I like that shot there. Drift about a foot and a half. Play the 7 in the bottom left as we are looking at the table. Some people have been commenting on the fact that, well, why is there such a delay on the screen on the right and the left and so on? Well,
right.
That's all by design.
Yeah, that's deliberate.
There is a 4-second delay, I believe, or 3.7-second delay.
You get twice the action.
Yeah,
You get
and
to
if
watch
you
every
blink,
shot twice.
if you blink, or you're sitting there watching TV and the dog passes gas or something, and you get to see it again.
Yeah.
In 3.7 seconds.
I think that makes it twice as good.
Correct.
I've always felt that. I haven't seen anybody else's pool stream do that either. And ever since we started doing it, I've always said, that's better, and everybody's going to copy it eventually. Still waiting for that.
Well, let's wait a lot longer. I mean, we are we are Mad Apple Streaming.
Yeah, and the first time we did that was actually for a foosball tournament.
Correct. 2 years ago.
Was it?
Already. Can you believe it?
I think it was the state tournament. We moved all the pool tables out of here, and then the foosball guys brought all in like 20 foosball tables. And they set up the stream table, and of course, as a spectator sport, especially from the normal pool angle that you get, all you see is people's backs in foosball. And so it made sense to have an overhead view of the table, and that's when we started doing that. And right away realized it would work for pool too.
Well, I'm trying to, change the score here, but...
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So Collin is...
Well... He had that safety way too soft. Gave up ball in hand. Unforced errors. I'm sure as these guys hit a gear, that's going to stop happening, but he just felt that one wrong.
Well, I think we're going to have to get Chris back over here to show me how to change the score, because...
What are you doing there?
I was always told that I can't touch the equipment. Yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, it's...
Player one score. Whose score?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I think you just have to double click on it harder. And we should be able to keep score, shouldn't we? I know we don't. Technically, it's not relying on us, and they're scoring for themselves. But I know it always seems very silly when we end up making mistakes. If we're not watching, who's watching this match?
Exactly.
Of course, we are watching. We're just not paying attention.
What?
Intense little safety battle here. That was a really nice little shot that he lagged the full ball down to the bottom rail.
Give that... Bear with me just a minute, folks. So I'm going to ask Chris how to... So there you have it. I get to play with the computer. All right, Josh with looks like probably 2-3 stop shots. Or
Draw shots?
draw shot, and then probably maybe another draw shot, or I'm not sure. Everybody's got a different comfort level on what they like to do and how they like to play.
But you don't really want to play the 10 in the side, I don't think, do you?
I don't.
No, okay.
I
yeah,
like
nice,
that shot.
Nice
Very,
angle there.
very much so.
Forced it down.
All right, folks, in this race to 18 10 ball, we've got a score of 1-1.
And what do you know about Josh, no nickname Nelson?
Nothing.
Ah.
No, actually, remember when we were down doing the BCAPL in Baraboo?
Yes.
He was playing for the hot seat in the Platinum division, in the 8-ball. So that was my first real glimpse at the finesse, if you will, of his game. He's really becoming a strong force to be reckoned with in pool.
Finesseful.
Finesse ball. I like that.
That's good, isn't it? Finesseful.
All right, as we always do, and ask all of our viewers, if you don't mind, please tune in to the comment section, if you would.
Oh, yeah.
And let us know how we sound and how we look, other than, the booth cam.
Oh, hey. We should probably change the score.
I did.
Oh, you did?
It'll change.
Oh, right. I'm watching.
1-1. We're good.
Yeah, when you said delay before, of course, I knew you weren't talking about this delay, which is us watching the actual live stream, which has an even bigger delay, but...
Correct. Oh, got himself hooked on the 3-ball.
Well, he did pretty well last time he did that. He came out nice.
I don't think
See if he can do that again.
That's going to be a little more challenging to make this one. I think he's going to have to play safe.
Yeah, it's just a little far off the rail to hope to sort of rail first and spin it in.
Yeah, and that 8's in a very precarious position.
How do you mean?
Well, to kick this direction, towards the bottom left and back over to the right is
sure. Yeah, that's not an option.
It's a very small window.
And even this one he's looking at, it feels like the 4-ball is kind of in the way for your natural angle here. So he's probably got to use a bunch of left-hand spin to...
Oh,
yeah, well, he didn't, and he missed it.
Don't want to do that. Oh, boy.
4-ball was in the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, giving pockets, ball in hand. And Collin is a very quick shooter.
Yeah.
Once he starts to slow down, that's usually when his game is in a little bit of trouble.
That's spinning around the 8.
A little. Well, it's perfect.
Ended up okay.
Yeah, that's.
Good speed on that draw shot.
Yeah, once Collin gets in a rhythm, look out. He's a pocketing machine.
And he loves his bank shots, doesn't he?
Oh, my gosh.
I've played against Collin a couple of times.
You ain't kidding.
And
every once in a while, the big thing with Collin's game is he gets a little bit too quick at times, and that's usually when the misses come about. But I believe that the little warm-up, if you will,
when the
prior to.
Yeah. Chalk up another one for Collin there. They make fast work of this, aren't they? What are they racing to? 18. Well, making good pace.
David Iwin says, we sound good. And Preston Ojeski. What's up, Preston? Baby on the way soon? Looking super fine. Thank you.
We sound good, do we?
Thank you. Thank you.
You are listening to Mad Apple Extreme.
Extreme. So we need to tell Michael Parker that he played Yoga English. He'll get a kick out of that.
Yoga English?
Yoga English.
What's that?
I don't know what Yoga English is.
Oh.
Please explain. Fred Renner, I can't believe Lisa let you play your challenge match without your helmet. By the way, that Wheat State Jump Q performed flawlessly. Well, thank you very much, Fred Renner. He'll be here in 2 weeks.
So now he's left this shot. He's not going to play a push, although he could if he wants to. I think he says, you know, I'm going to hit this ball, and if I get a good solid hit, there's a good chance I'm sticking you in there and send the one ball down table.
Yeah, I kind of like this 2-rail kick versus rolling out because there's really not a good place to roll out.
Yeah, I mean, you can never really gain a strong advantage from a push out.
Oh, boy.
And, of course, you don't get a strong disadvantage from a push out either, which...
Oh, did that roll behind the 5 just enough?
Ooh.
Nope. He's... pretty wide open table. The only possible problem I see is maybe the 6 ball. Running a little bit long on that 3 there.
I think he can just dance in between the 4 and the 5, in and out. Oh no, he's digging down. Oh, that's okay.
Huh. I didn't think of playing that. Well, if I'm at the table, does it look like that 6 passes the 8, MH?
Yeah, it does. So he took a close look at it, so it's obviously close, but I'm pretty sure it does. It may only be half a pocket, but he's going to pound this one in. He hit it very sweet, didn't he? Didn't really pound it.
Well, and that's what I was saying before, too. Even, with Josh's game and both of these guys, I've watched Collin over the years become a much more proficient stroker of the cue instead of just pounding everything into the pockets. Because...
there you go. That was a good hit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know as well as I do, MH, you're the one that fixes these tables and maintains them and everything else.
Yeah. They're
tight, You use a lot of force, and they're going to spit it right back out at you.
They're tight.
Toit. That's a good shot. That was pretty.
Yeah, he's played several little stun draws in this run. One, two, three. Two feathers, really, and then a stroke.
We got a score of 3-1.
Blink and you'll miss it.
What up, Chris G?
Hey, I was just posting in Facebook to remember to go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. We need to get to 50,000 by the end of the night.
We're almost there, aren't we?
Pretty close.
Yeah, so if we could get like 49,872 to go over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button to Mad Apple X Stream, the letter X, hit that little bell. That way, every time that we go live here at Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, you get notified.
Right.
Your phone tells you, oh my God, they're playing pool. I need to stop working. You know what, boss? I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon off and watch Chris G and MH play a challenge match. It sounds fun to me.
Sounds fun for MH.
And congratulations to Mr. G over there for winning yet again.
Mr. G.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's Chris Shotgun Tanis. I don't know where this tool thing came from, but it's
because you're a moderator and you have
official.
I kind of like that actually. I like shotgun tennis.
Shotgun tennis. Oh yeah, it's actually
That's a nice run on words.
Gun tennis.
That was pretty cool. Can we do a replay of that cue ball break? Because that was that was pretty cool.
That was as hard as he was allowed to hit that one.
That thing rode the rail
Yep.
For quite some time and then came
It
back
jumped-
onto the table.
Jumped over the side pocket from one rail to the other.
And you know why it did that? Because it's Collin pockets
Pocket.
that it happened.
Wow.
You know. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, just he needs like another half an inch.
Chris's last name I could never figure out. You know, even when you say gun tennis, I don't think of him because I'd read it so many times and never actually figured out how to pronounce it. And it's spelt with like 3 Q's and an F or something. It doesn't relate at all
Yeah, it's a little
to how it
tough.
sounds.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many vowels and consonants in it, and you know, it's just annoying.
But it's easy. Gun, tan, is.
But it's not.
I
is
know
it?
how to say
How's
it.
it spelled?
Kendall doesn't know it. Gountanis.
Yeah, yeah.
Natantis.
It's really not that bad.
Contentis?
Guntanis.
Gun, tanis.
Is that a silent T?
All right,
Pen-
moving on
pen
to
glaze, I don't
pool. Josh Nelson going vertical here. And pocketing the 2 ball, depositing it in the corner pocket, and giving himself a little bit of a shot on the 3. A thin snick.
That's right. If it had a hair of draw on that, he could have been on the other side of the 3. But this... just following is kind of fraught with danger, isn't it?
Not if you hit it like that. It's pretty good. Now, watch out for the 6 ball.
Yeah, can you go dance around it? Does he have to dig down to...
I think you may have to dig a
Stun it.
little. Just a smidge.
Otherwise you hit the back
Just
of
right
it.
about that.
Well, he did that with spin, didn't he? He didn't...
Oh, it's pretty.
That was very good. A lot
It's
of left-hand
pretty.
spin is all he used on that one. And roll.
Sufficient angle to get back down to the 7.
Yeah.
And obviously leave yourself with the same to get back down to the 8. A lot of back and forth on this rack.
and this one you stun out square, do you? And go around the 10 and...
I do, yep. He's going inside.
You could just follow it. Stay on that side of the 10. And I suppose because of where the 8 is, that actually, in hindsight, was kind of perfect, wasn't it?
True story. Uh-oh.
That one wasn't.
Oh, coming up a little cheddar on that one.
Shooting on autopilot.
All right, going to have to let the cue ball a little bit loose. Well, that's what, in my opinion anyway, that's the problem with playing the low percentage shot on that 9 ball. Instead of just drifting forward and playing the 9 all the way in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you don't really want to play that in the side, do you?
Well, you do now.
What was he lining up there? Just the line of the ball
What's
to the back of the
what's-
pocket. No, he's banking
what are
it.
we
Oh,
doing
okay,
here?
so he played safe. He was trying to lag that ball onto the bottom rail, close to where it is.
Well, you just got done saying it, MH, 2 racks ago, how much Collin loves to bank.
Oh,
This is the perfect two-way shot.
because he can freeze the cue ball behind the 10.
He can put it right behind the 10 ball,
Just a little stop shot.
make sure that speed is right on.
And then you play the 10 in the same pocket as the 9.
Yes, sir.
And by that, we mean this one all the way up here. Right where he's pointing. And so he's doing exactly what you just said. He's actually trying to get an idea of where that cover zone is to know if he really is playing it as a two-way shot. And you're absolutely right. See, the safety was the priority there, wasn't it? And the dead weight speed. Now, truth is, there is a shot here.
Yeah, this is an easy jump. Honestly, this is...
Or an easy masse or an easy rail first. You can so many ways to make this ball, isn't it? But
Well, he's got the Jacoby blackout,
and he likes
so
it.
I anticipate him
Yeah.
not getting good shape. You know, I knew he was going to make it, but if he had the Quantum 2 by Wheat State
Here we go.
jump cue, he probably would have had like straight on shot.
I know you say you're not getting paid by them, but I don't believe it. That was
Wow.
good shot.
That's a
That was
great-
the pressure shot.
That's a good out. Great
So
out.
the interesting thing about Collin's two-way shot is because he wasn't just going for the bank and he was playing it a perfect little stop shot. A, it turns out that safety wasn't safe enough, and B, it was that two-wayness of it that made him not hit the 9-ball hard enough.
Hard enough.
Because he didn't even give that shot a chance, but he played a perfect little stop shot on the behind the 10.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's
I'd like
Chris
to thank,
shot
Steven
gun
DeBus.
replay on that cue ball. I don't know where this tool thing came from, but it's
Because you're a
unofficial.
moderator and you have.
Unofficial.
That is interesting.
You know, I kinda like that,
two-way
actually.
shots is they can
I
lure
like
you out of playing the
shotgun
one way the
tennis.
best way.
Here it comes.
Shotgun
All right,
tennis. Oh,
check
yeah,
out this
that's
cue
it.
ball.
Grows on you.
That's a nice run on words.
Gun tennis.
That was pretty
Wow.
cool. Can we do a replay
Bounces
of that?
over
cue
the
ball
side
break?
pocket.
Yeah. And it comes because
onto the
that was
bed.
Oh, and Stephen DeBus, Wheat State. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, sledgehammer of a break. They blasted all over. Got the 7-ball to sink in the side pocket.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
And it does slide by the 8, so. Thank you, Chris. Wait, it's Smoking Gun Tennis? What is it?
Just Chris G is fine.
No. What'd you say before? I like that nickname.
Well, there's a
Smoking-
story behind it.
Tell us.
Oh, please do.
All right. Well, high school, transferred from Milwaukee to Florence, Wisconsin, which is like 2,000 graduating class to 26. And my shop teacher customized a rifle rack to hold handguns. And he made a big joke out of it on my first day in. And then he started calling me Shotgun Tannis.
I love it.
I mean, I don't know.
It works, doesn't
I
it?
like it. I
Yeah.
like it a lot. So what you need to do this week, I know it's going to be hard because it's going to take you literally about maybe 4 minutes. Get on Facebook and create yourself a little Chris
No.
Shotgun Tennis
No.
Facebook page.
Ouchie.
All right, Kendall Cook in the comments, if anybody's ever heard of that guy before. I don't know who this person is, and he's commenting on my comment. So wait, he misses when he plays slow and fast? Yes. Al Jordan, hiya guys. What up, Al? Mark debates the way he uses his body on shots. Who's doing body shots? I didn't see anybody doing body shots. Preston Ojeski, when you guys played the instant replay, the audio started looping again, but it is all good now. It quit looping when the replay stopped. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot to mute it.
Tim Topper, why aren't they using the Magic Rack? Is there money on this match? So, two-part question. They
Part
both
A
decided.
first, if you would. Yeah.
Pardon?
No, okay. Go ahead, Part A.
They both decided the question was asked whether they were going to use the Magic Rack or not, and both agreed that they do not want to. They'd rather rack. Is there money on this match? This is a 2-player tournament, and the entry fee is $250 per player.
Winner takes all.
And there is side betting if you so choose, but that's up to you. And, of course, Sean Henning joining in. Let's Go Josh Nelson, and I believe Sean Henning is either in Vegas or on his way to Vegas. So good luck out there, Sean. Don't let 2012 get in your head.
So this is a tricky situation really here, because I mean, even if he draws back and gets straight on the 6, it's awkward, unless you're absolutely perfect on the 6, to get down for the 8.
You know, he's got a slight angle. I think I would probably play this 3 rails instead of trying to draw into a perfect position.
But you're still trying to get straight on. I mean, he could play for the bank shot. And he tried a little bit too much there. Like, if that ball had gone in, still, what would he have had? What would he have had?
Nothing from that position.
So I suppose the 5 ball hit the cue ball again, didn't it? Yeah. There was a second contact. I still don't see where the cue ball would have been going. He had so much speed. It was like 5 rails. Now this just might be perfect. Perfect to be on that side of it.
Well, now he's going to have to short side on the 8th, though.
Taking the side pocket out of the equation.
He's going to have to short side this.
He's momentarily interrupted by a cue ball running across the floor.
Those darn cue balls. They're so elusive and rogue, you know. They do their own thing.
So he's got a hair of an angle. He's not absolutely dead straight.
No. I'm pretty sure that's not what he wanted.
Is that supposed to draw a little bit?
Sean Henning, no Vegas, laying in bed already. You know, this is the best thing about Mad Apple streaming. We get Sean Henning laying in bed watching Mad Apple streaming. Yeah, I mean,
instead of being in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, think how much fun you could have in Vegas.
No doubt.
You know what? I mean, it gets a bit boring after a while. You can only take so much cocaine and hookers. You know, it gets tiresome after a while. So you gotta come home.
And that's MH Penglaze at the Matt Appleberger and Billiard Company showroom. And what else do you do here?
Not much, really.
Yeah, I've heard that. All right, foul by Pockets. So Sean Henning knows Josh Nelson really well. Sean, does Josh have a nickname? Let us know, so we can use that as part of our commentary.
And if the answer is no, we're sticking with that one.
Yep. And fun fact, for those that don't know Collin Pockets, he is a phenomenal guitarist.
Is he?
He has a band that he plays in called the Take Two Acoustic Band, and they play around the Fox Valley and Green Bay area, and he has got some talented fingers.
Wow.
Just saying.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very good. Oh, Michael Parker. Duh. Read the back of his shirt and you'll get it. His nickname is Nelly.
Ah, Smelly Nelly.
Oh, wow. Sure he'll appreciate. And once again, that's MH Penglaze at the Mad Apple Salmon and Billiard Company.
Smelly Nelly. That's a good one, isn't it?
I think it's just Nelly, but, you know. At 3 and 8
well, I think
are
it's
going to creep right in the
Burger
way.
and Billiards, if you want to be correcting people of... Right? Salmons.
Wait, I thought we changed it to salmon. It's not?
Now, surely he's going to play a push out on this one.
Hey, Chris G. Is that true what Al Jordan said? Can we buy subscribers?
Yeah, I believe you can.
Are you serious?
In the, what is it called? The dark web. There's hundreds and hundreds of people sitting in front of computers with botnets, and you can have them comment and subscribe and buy and click things.
Yeah, I don't think we want that.
No.
We like genuine subscribers. Real people.
That's, in the rules, that's considered unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, very much so. Agreed. So I like hitting from the player's angle, the left side of the ball, and bringing the one all the way down table and try to get right behind that 3 and 8.
And he's trying to freeze him right behind the 4. It's exactly where he just aimed his cue stick.
Wow.
That's what he lined up right there. I don't think he can hear you. Clap louder.
He looked right at me when I was clapping.
Yeah. No, that was a good shot.
Nelly looked up at the booth. I'm like, I hope you guys are commentating on that, because that was good. Oh, that missed by the narrowest of margins.
So that very nice safety, paying dividends.
Chris G, I think we should play the "Where You From" game.
That sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. Everybody in the comment section, get on that keyboard, get your fingers working, and let us know where you are tuning in from, because we love to hear from our viewers. Whether it be your couch or your neighbor's couch or the place that you were given. I can't think of anything right now.
Bed.
Yeah. The place that the police, ordered a restraining order from you to not be at it anymore. All right, giving that 5 a nudge all the way down in...
It's actually not a bad angle, is it, to get back,
I don't know
back
if you
down
can
for the
see
6?
it.
Yeah, you can see that.
I think he's got to jump this.
Yeah, looking at the overhead. You know what? By Jove, you might be right.
Boy, Jove. Who's Jove? Anyway.
Is that short for Jehovah?
Did you just make that up?
I'm not sure. I'm just getting...
You're not sure if you just made that up?
By Josh.
Was that a good hit, shotgun?
You know what? I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Just say no.
Yep, no. Pete Besta chiming in from Center Valley. Rob Boone, why are you guys in Vegas? What?
Hookers and cocaine.
Yeah. Why else do you go to Las Vegas?
The replay shows it definitely was not a good hit.
Yeah, we knew that. Thanks.
We're just messing with it then.
Yeah, no problem.
G.
I think we got
Shotgun.
the sound on the replays fixed.
Through the middle of the table,
Look at that.
between the 8 and the 10.
Like a threading a needle.
So they always say practice going through the middle of the table. You can't scratch if you go through the center.
Excellent position on the 8 ball. Stop shot, and then stop shot, and then pocket the 10.
So Rob asked, why aren't we in Vegas?
Are we repeating ourselves?
Oh,
Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, but are we repeating ourselves?
I don't believe we are.
Why aren't you guys in Vegas? That's a very good question. Yes.
Yeah, it's...
Christian. I almost read it. I almost read it. Fred Renner, Adams, Wisconsin. Of course, the salsa, asparagus spears, bread and butter, dill pickle man. Be here in 2 weeks. What up, Fred? David, I win Milwaukee. Chris has got the score.
Okay.
We'd just sit here and talk stupid.
Okay.
I believe the score is Collin 4, Josh 3.
That would be correct, sir.
Neck and neck so far.
Whew. That cue ball is just flying all
Look
over
at
the
that
place.
10
That was
ball.
the
Uh-oh. Game over.
Look at that.
He made the 2 ball 4 rails on the break.
Uh-oh. No, 6 is in the way for a blocker.
And a nice 1-10 combination.
Those are my favorite games of 10 ball.
The quick ones.
Here's the break
Short,
again on
done,
instant
finish.
replay.
Short. That's good.
Look at it. It came back into the rack, knocked the 110 perfect.
We didn't get to see it yet. Here it comes. And crack. Cue ball comes down. Or 10 ball. Oh, my goodness. Those are the shots that puts a smile on your face.
And if it hadn't been for that 4-railer, watch the 2-ball here. Let's see if he makes it again. 2-ball flying around the table.
It's a great break.
Oh, yeah, the 5 hit it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you were spot on.
That's
MH.
It's a perilous journey, though. There's so many balls flying across the table. But it can make it sometimes. And that's why he didn't make a ball.
You know what I love having MH in the booth, Chris? You know, his
What?
explicitive analogies, and I just, you know, when he says stuff like, what kind of journey?
The what?
So, you just said that. Perilous.
Oh, a perilous journey.
Yeah, perilous journey.
Yeah.
That stuff just excites me.
Well, goodness, I didn't know you felt that way, Dale, and kind of wish I wasn't sitting in this box with you now.
MH does bring
Oh.
a certain, level of intelligence to the stream.
Let's not get carried away here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
That one's a little
Uh-oh,
thick.
that one's not gonna make it.
Oh.
All right, we're going vertical again.
Yep, he didn't grab his jump cue yet. No, it's going to spin around it. Nice little swerve shot.
Oh, he's jumping with his full cue.
Is he? Yeah, he is.
Because he could draw with it. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, he didn't have any problem getting over, did he?
That was gorgeous.
And often these players have very soft tips for their playing cues, don't they? Always, I'm a spin player, I need a soft tip, I hear people say. Which doesn't usually lend itself for jumping well, does it?
What?
Maybe he's using a harder tip.
Just float down. Don't do anything fancy.
And you're right, he did get a nice amount of draw on that jump shot.
Wow.
Topples in.
Wow.
Off the far jaw.
Ooh. Little quick stroke on that 9 ball. Put a little spin on it to try to hold it there for the 10 and
5-3, trying to tear ahead there.
Pocket speed.
And that
My
shot.
personality is on a border is back in the comments, tuning in from Estonia.
Really?
Nice.
Michael Parker, they are ignoring me like you know.
Whereabouts in Estonia are you from? I hope you know your Estonian cities, Dale.
I don't believe that's where he's from anyway because
Yeah.
he doesn't he live in Illinois.
It's probably Estonia, Wisconsin or something. That's why it
I think he
always
lives in
happens.
it. Pretty sure he lives in Illinois.
Where was I driving the other day? And there was a sign, it's like New Berlin.
Is there an old Berlin?
Luxembourg. Well, I don't know. I thought I was in the middle of Europe.
That's like Little Shoot. Is there a Big Shoot?
People always say to me, "Oh," I tell them I'm from London, and they say, "Oh, New London," and I'm like, "No, Old London." But did you know most of the people in New London have Irish heritage, not English?
I did not know that. I
Yeah.
thought they
All
were
the ones I've ever run to. That's in
German.
an informal, non-scientific poll. But whenever I run into someone from New London, I always ask them, "Why is it called New London? What's the history there?" And they all start talking about Irish stuff.
Huh. That explains all the whiskey that you can get at the liquor store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Now, I don't know what ball he's called here. The 10 ball could be made. or the 6-ball combination, but neither.
I didn't like that decision of playing a jump shot on that. You could potentially
Yeah,
give
he had a nice 1-rail kick. Could have kicked the 2 straight in.
You could potentially give up a 2-10 another game here. I mean, it's not an easy combination, but it's not extremely difficult either.
If you miss it, you're going to kick yourself, really, giving up this chance. I mean, the run's not really a gimme, but there's nothing really tied up. But if you make that 2-10 combination, no one can say that was the wrong shot. And that happened, I noticed, in that previous match with Mike Messer. You guys in the commentary box all going crazy. Why is he shooting the combination? Remember that? And then he made it, and you're like, oh yeah, good shot.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to do post commentary.
Here's that combo on the 10 one more time.
Oh, look at you.
It's actually a very similar shot, isn't it, to the Mike Messer shot?
Very true.
Right towards the end of his match.
Mm-hmm.
And that shot gave him a chance to stay in the match.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Just a reminder, if anybody's on Facebook, come on over to YouTube and subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, thank you. Click subscribe as well.
Yep. Hit the little bell.
Also, let us know if the replays are still looping sound or anything weird's going on. Just trying some new things.
Other than the commentary. Correct?
Well, the commentary is perfect. Doesn't matter what anyone else says.
All right. Fair enough. I'll go with that. I like it.
Just know that if we say the same joke twice, it doesn't necessarily mean it's looping.
No, that's fairly normal.
Yeah,
just means we forgot.
If we happen to tell the same joke twice, doesn't mean that it's necessarily looping either.
So you're saying if you tell the same joke twice, it's not necessarily looping?
That's what
Can you guys hear that? It sounds like it's looping.
Weird. Yeah, and we are considered professional commentators. Mm-hmm.
Right.
7-3. Oh, I missed a score.
It's a very tricky one
Must
to
have
hit,
been
isn't it?
that
This.
This is not fun.
And that seemed like an accidental safety.
You know, you're jacked up over the 7. You got to come 2 rails, hit the 1, and then something has to hit a rail. So he's calling the 10 ball in the side.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he made the one in the corner. Next time you'll call that one, won't you, buddy?
I believe he's probably going to have to shoot this one again. Yeah.
Yep, shoot again, please.
Nelly laughing at himself there for... Again, I'm going to go back to 2 weeks ago. That's how I ended up with a concussion. I accidentally pocketed a ball when I was playing safe.
Yeah.
Backed up, hit my head on the table, and knocked myself out
You were
cold.
so shocked and surprised by the ball going in that it
And
set
upset.
up a chain reaction.
It did. And I'll go back to what I had said earlier for those of our viewers that were not on the stream for the Jesters and Knights match. First of all, shame on you. 2, so I was asked 3 questions when I came to. Adam Starkle was, oh, what a beautiful kick save.
Yeah, that was nice.
So I was asked 3 questions. Adam asked me, he's like, Dale, first, are you okay? Do you know what year it is? I'm like, yes. Okay, can you tell me? 2026. Yes, close enough.
Is that what you said?
I did.
No.
I did.
Were you joking?
I know. Yes, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
So the second question was, Dale, do you know who the president is? Yes. We don't have one.
We don't have one.
Yeah. And the third question is, Dale, right before you blacked out, do you remember explicitly what you saw?
And normally that's the part that is missing.
It is, but for me it was not. Well, Adam had to explain it to me because I was fuzzy at the time. He's like, there was a hooker, a donkey, and a midget.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, I don't remember that part.
And You were trying to figure out what to do with each one. Now, if I put this one over here...
Right. And then it blacked out.
I think we don't really understand how memories are stored in the brain, but it does seem that concussion victims don't usually remember the thing that happened immediately prior to the concussion. Sort of like your short-term RAM memory has to get transferred to long-term memory. But when you get concussion, that gets disturbed. And so your long-term memories are still there, but you lose your... they just don't get stored. It's,
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of stuff that was disturbed in that little fall. Oh, I thought that thing was going to get straight on. Good hit.
Ever since you've had this obsession with cheese.
What? What? I like cheese.
Uh-huh. See what I'm saying?
I think he's playing safe.
Yep. Oh, that's a well-controlled little draw.
Just
If you can draw a suit like that.
That is pretty.
What's he saying there? Oh, I get it. Are you trying to say, hey, say something, commentary dudes?
Nope, not at all.
I'm so engrossed with this this kick shot here.
Oh, it's a good hit.
That actually sounds like a text coming in for me. I have it set as a cricket
You have
sound.
crickets?
Yeah, and whenever a text comes in, everybody starts looking around. Oh, there's a cricket in here. No, it's just a text. Unless my son calls me. Or texts me. When my son texts me, I have him set as a fart sound.
Oh, very nice.
It's just sort of appropriate. He's got a sense of humor.
Does he know that?
Nope, not yet.
Oh. Collin jumping up out of his chair. I'm like, okay, my turn. Let's make this 8-3.
You don't know what I have for you. When you call me, it's that message says, an idiot is trying to call you. An idiot is trying to reach your cellular phone.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's thoughtful.
All right, I don't have that for you, but I'm gonna now.
The love. The love. Looks like a stop shot on the 7 and play the 8 in the side.
Little draw shot, another little draw shot. No, wrong.
Well, now you could either jack up and play the 9 in the corner or follow all the way down and play the 9 in the side. And I think I like the little stun. Just like so.
Oh, yeah.
Because now he's got the perfect angle to come all the way out over by the right-hand side pocket.
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't like this draw.
Oh, wow.
I love that shot.
Yeah,
that's...
Now you like it?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Worked great.
I would have played it the same way.
Yeah. You were just saying, I don't like this.
What? No, that was Chris.
No.
All right, we got a score of 8-3 in favor of Pockets Passett.
Storming away with this match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something tells me it's not over yet.
Preston says the replays have been perfect, Shotgun.
Yeah, that was about 15 minutes ago, but thank you.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Bill Larson was saying, isn't it 6-3 from the early 10?
We did correct that.
Okay. Is that what it says on their scoreboard?
Well, I'm not going to...
Well, you just look over the top. You literally can just look right over the top.
I feel like that's really distracting when someone just pops their head up.
It's extraordinary, though. We actually got it right so far, huh?
It is 8-3, correct.
No kidding.
So, Mike Messer, I was texting with him after last week's match where we were not sure if a mistake had been made on the score. And he texted back and said, "Yep, I'm watching it right now." So I'm like, "Well, when you count it, let me know." And
wow,
it's gonna get safe.
No, he did. He forgot to score one of his games, and we can tell you the exact moment it happened. Do you remember? His opponent scratched, and he had just the 10 ball left.
I remember that. And he gave him the
and
game,
he was
right?
obviously, yeah, it's a gimme pretty much, but the rules of the match here are no gimmies. And then he looks up and asks, am I supposed to shoot that in? And then we said, well, technically you are supposed to shoot it in, but his opponent had already given it to him, and we're like, well, you know what, just shoot anyway. So he didn't reshoot that shot. But anyway, amidst all that, forgot to score his game. So he actually, fortunately, it did not make a difference to the outcome of the match. So he just raced to 14 instead of 13.
I think Collin's playing 3 foul here.
What's his opponent on?
The way that he is lining up, he is going to just draw this right behind the 9. Yep.
And
oh, that's a good shot.
it's just enough.
And Nelly is on
this
1 so far.
Correct. Yep.
Well, he should be able to hit this. He's called it in the side pocket. Good solid hit. And a nice little safety.
And now he's going to have to kick
like,
again.
You're going to try it. Oh, of course.
Yeah, and this is brutal.
Fluked the 7 in, and now Collin has told him shoot again.
This is brutal. This is a hard hit.
That's interesting, isn't it? If that had... Yeah, of course, in a different scenario, if he had not made a good hit and then fluked a ball in, he could have done that to himself, but he's back. He's got the slates clean.
Lots of trouble on this rack.
Yeah, and the 3 balls.
Good hit.
Okay, opened up now.
Oh. Potential 110. I don't know if that slides past the 10.
No, it looks like it doesn't. I think the 8 ball's stopping the 10 ball. Which means he's got to play some kind of safety here. Probably thinking about drawing up behind the 6, inspired by his opponent's really nice draw snooker that he played before. But you actually can't do that because the 1 ball's got too much speed if you draw behind the 6. So what else?
No, I think I think you're right, MH. I think he can
just
play
a
that
stop shot. He played that. There you go. That's that similar stop shot. But look, the 1 ball's got too much speed. You couldn't hit that stop shot soft enough.
Yeah, you're right. Came out too far. Ricky Poole in the house. Just said he's going home, going to bed.
Nice shot.
This is a beautiful shot.
Give him a good chance here. So, looks like the 8 ball is makeable if you can get down there. Do you think?
Uh-oh. Not what he wanted to do, but he can come back a little low left and come behind the 6 ball. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that.
Trouble. A series of little errors adding up. So now he's playing a little spin shot here off the rail. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. What a great shot. Very nice.
Pretty.
It was a great shot.
Very awkward. Bank this. Into the corner. What a great shot. What a...
He was playing safe. Oh, my goodness.
Now, in hindsight, he should have called that. Right?
Wow.
I thought he had played in the most amazing little touch. Bank into the corner. Because he got position on the 8.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a runaway train if this keeps up. How well did he hit that one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Gorgeous. All right, we got a score of halfway to victory, 2-3.
Yeah, if you could have that again and play that exact same shot, you call it just in case it goes in, knowing that he was drawing position on the 8. Now, he wasn't planning on it, of course.
Yeah,
but it turns out that shot gave him great position on the 8.
Right, and he didn't even get the save. So
no, and it's tough to even imagine what the save was unless he was planning on nudging the cue ball into the 8 and the 10. That's probably what he was trying to do, get behind him, which is a bit optimistic, really. And at the same time, you hope that 6 ball ends up on the head, frozen on the head rail.
10 ball on the break, and that does not count.
That never counts in 10 ball?
No, sir.
Wide open table. The only 2 balls frozen together are the balls he's freezing right now.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is like wide open.
He's saying, "Look, you spot it. It's got to be." Is it allowed to touch, or is it supposed to touch?
It's supposed to touch. Yes. It's supposed to be frozen to the nearest ball to the spot.
In snooker, when they replace balls like that, the rule is, or what he's supposed to do is, as close as it can be without touching.
Oh, without touching?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's the way they do it.
That's kind of weird.
But how close is as close as it can be?
Yeah, that kind of leaves to... I like this shot.
Ambiguous.
I like what he's doing here. So he's going to play this off the 4 to give the 4 a little bit of space.
Just to get the 4 out of there.
And pull... Oh, and forgot to make the 2.
Some people might say you're trying too much there. He's laughing. He looks happy. I'm sure that's not what that means.
Yeah, I think that was more of a laughter of you son of a mother. What the? All right. How do you play this 4, Chris? Reigning jester of 4 weeks.
Well, bottom right. Come on out.
You sneak up by the 5 and play the 4-9 combination. I was going to
just like that.
No. He doesn't know it, though, does he?
What?
Well, he did use a little bottom right, so I think I was somewhat correct.
Yeah, halfway.
What did you have in mind, Dale?
Honestly, I didn't know.
No.
I'm not sure how I would have, because the 10 was pretty much in the way to spin it around and get like really good shape on the 4.
The answer for every jester is
He's seen
draw.
it. He can see it.
Wow.
What?
Is draw.
Yeah.
When you don't know what to do, you just draw.
Draw. Yep.
Maximum.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He is not going to like that. I think he's playing a combo here. And with the cue ball that close to the 7 makes it that much more difficult.
Yeah. And there's no safety here. You've got to make this ball.
Hit it like a dream.
It does seem that Smellinelli is on the verge of playing well, doesn't he? I mean, he plays very confidently and quickly.
Okay, I'd like to let Josh know that is not me.
Oh, some of the nicknames I've heard you call people. Poor old Skidmark has to live with that now for the rest of his life. You've ingrained that one in so deep. And you think Smellinelli's bad. I heard you in the commentary in the last match. You were saying you don't care if someone doesn't like their nickname. You specifically said that.
All right, he's throwing stuff back in my face, Chris.
I've got the tape to prove it.
He's using my own words against me.
Hey, he's not wrong.
It's like we're married. Oh,
Here's
MH.
do not.
Do not touch. Here's the replay on
Go
the 7-8 combo.
You got the heebie-jeebies? Sorry, Jill. I know he's your man meat.
She's on vacation right now.
Yeah, I see she was in Florida, huh?
No, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. All right.
By the beach. Watching the dolphins swim past.
I wish I could be there right now. 3 and 10 are in a precarious position. The 2 is not many pockets for that 2 ball.
And
I
you don't
am-
have much on the 1 either, so we're
Yeah.
we're playing safe here all the way. And that's not very good. Oh, you got lucky there, really. You had to know that 1 ball was coming back.
Wow. Just the way I would have played it.
He's smiling about that one too.
Collin looking up at the booth, giving the old fist bump.
Yeah. He doesn't play many safes, does he?
Ooh.
Good hit.
Oh, I thought that was going to go in off the 7.
So here he's going to roll the 1 ball down towards the 10 and sneak behind.
The 7.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I like that shot. I like that shot a lot.
That's better than the last one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those racks. You win the safety battle on the 1, and that's not going to guarantee you any kind of run out with the 3 and the 6. It's one of these racks that when you get a chance, you want to rearrange the balls a little bit.
Huh.
Lovely.
How do you hit that one?
What's it going to get you?
Oh, another one. He didn't call it.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait.
Again, that leads to concussions.
So he was playing safe, and he made a ball. So Collin could make him shoot this again.
Correct.
Yep.
But Collin likes combinations.
He's playing the 4 and breaking the 3.
Yep. How'd that work out? Ooh, this is close. All right. We're going airborne.
This time,
Vertical.
now the last jump shot he played with his regular shooting cue, and as you correctly pointed out, it gave him the opportunity for controlled draw. But here, it's a more steeper jump. He's just got to make sure he gets up and over. Up and also down. Wow, he hit that really well.
Oh, and got a nice little roll.
Close. He's nodding his head.
He looks up at the
He did
booth
good.
and gives that little nod like, yeah, that's how you do it. I'm Collin Pockets. They don't call me Collin
I think Collin's
Safes.
flirting with the commentators, isn't he? All these little looks he keeps giving
Yeah.
up the box.
Little bat of the eyelashes and double foul. Did not even hit a ball or the 2 ball and then scratch. So do you get to shoot twice in that instance or no?
Only in British pool. Do you know that? If you foul, you miss your next visit to the table.
Really?
Yeah, in the
Wow.
red and yellow
Uh-oh.
pub
Uh-oh.
pool.
Oh, boy. Walking a pretty thin line there. He's got some issues getting on this 5 now.
Beautiful.
Masterfully played.
Negotiated that nudge nicely on the 9. There's another little draw shot. Sweet draw to the side rail. Almost too sweet.
Toot. Sweet.
Too sweet.
Toot. Sweet.
God bless you, Mary Poppins.
What's that from, Chris? Shotgun.
Mary Poppins?
Oh, I was completely wrong. It's actually
No,
not.
it's Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. It's the candy guy. Oh my God!
Oh, no.
It's Chitty Chitty Bang
Yes, it is Chitty Chitty Bang
Oh,
Bang.
I have no clue what that is.
Bang.
Toot Sweet. They're basically like suckers that are whistles.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
they kind of invented them in that movie.
I think you dated everybody who's like 45
Loved
and
that
younger.
movie when I was about 5 years old. And yeah, no, it's not Julie Andrews, but it is Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Who says that.
Yeah,
And he's also the one who says, "God bless you, Mary Poppins." But different movie.
Dick was a good Joe, you know?
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
No, he was a good Joe.
He was a good what?
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
You never heard that term?
What do you mean he's a Joe? Like
I never heard of that.
Like a baby kangaroo.
I think that's Joey.
How do you overcut that ball? I don't understand that. You look at the replay, and it's like a 90-degree. Wow, he cut that. Look at that, the beautiful shape. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Trying to think of what movie that was from. Ace Ventura?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pet detective.
Alrighty then.
Whoa, righty then.
We'll go ahead and watch that cut on the 8 one more time. Now you have to look in the upper right for the live replay.
All right.
Wow, that
So
was
we can
thin.
Yeah.
That was paper thin.
A wafer thin pass on that ball.
All right, we got a score of 10-4 in favor of Collin Pockets Percent. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you are just joining us, this is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and I am in the booth with my good friend, Mr. M.H. Penglaze.
Thanks for having me. It's a pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Down on the keyboards, the mastermind of all this, Mr. Chris Cree? What is Cree? What is that? Is that even a word? Cree?
I give up.
Chris Shotgun Tannis?
Chris G.
Chris Shotgun Tannis? You want Shotgun Tannis or the Tool?
Not the Tool.
Uh-oh.
Slow down. Slow down.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
All right. And he's immediately playing safe. He could have kicked that one. And that is not a good... Really, I mean, there's nothing good about that safety, is there?
Nope.
Leaving the one over the corner pocket. Absolutely have to get behind those balls.
You know, and there was really not...
He could have kicked that ball in.
there wasn't like a ton of thought put into that. He just got up and shot it. Usually don't see 633s, 625s, 650s. You don't see him do that.
And he
very
must
often.
be feeling a sense of frustration at the scoreline here. Because he's on the verge of playing well. It looks like he's playing a lot of good shots. But 7 out of 8 shots played really well. It's not enough.
Amen. Wow.
But you can tell he does play to a high level.
Wow.
Somebody found a rhythm.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cut shot.
Somebody found a rhythm.
And he's not going to hang around and measure all the angles on most of this, is he?
Nope.
3 little feathers and pop. In it goes. 1. Not even. 1 smooth feather.
All right. Collin up by 7 racks in this race to 18. I'll be honest, gentlemen. I did not see this coming. I thought this was going to be a tight match.
Tight.
I get a kick out of how, no matter what, he just keeps breaking as hard as he possibly can.
That's the way it should be.
I mean,
isn't it?
you can hear it
It's working.
in our microphones. I mean, just listen to this.
No. Wow, that is unusual, isn't it? You know, I'd never noticed that before. Thanks for pointing that out.
It's the phenolic tip.
Is that what's making the sound?
I believe so.
Oh, no kidding.
Are you sure you pressed the right button there?
Um,
What was that? A squeaky fart break?
well, let's try it on this one. Oh, that's a completely different tip.
Meanwhile, quick rack there.
Wow.
He plays a nice 1-10 combination.
110.
Wasn't a gimme. He had ball in hand. It was all straight, but there was distance between the balls.
Michelle Neville chiming in saying, "Come on, Josh Nelson, hit that gear."
Come on.
There must be a side bet on Josh and Patrick Lynn. Man, I'm late to the party. What's up, guys? What up, Patrick? Where are you tuning in from today? I'm assuming like South Africa or Kiel. They're pretty close to each other, believe it or not.
He has a secret screen in his little cloth hat that he always wears. Information hub.
Hey, Mark Bell. Mason is in Vegas and going to be in Atlantic City, so these are the Kings that are playing for the next couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
Mark Bell, I still have a break tip with your name on it. Pasted to my wall.
Well, that's better than. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think we want to know.
Nope. I have a mute button. I don't know. What does this do?
Envelope.
Okay, so another wide open table with a decision to make.
It's so much better when you can't hear Dale talking. Go ahead and chime in the comments and let Dale know it's much better when he's not talking.
So he's just played a push there, and I expect Nelly is going to play. Just can't be turning this up. You've got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, go ahead and do.
There's too many balls to be hidden behind to let your opponent shoot this.
Hey, Chris, why don't you just give out my phone number?
I believe there's an instant replay of that on YouTube.
There you go. That's a good shot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's titled
that was you
Mason's
that did that
Table Run.
this week.
And Collin's going for the jump cue. He's got a jump 1-10 combination.
This will be amazing.
All right, flight pockets taking off from Appleton Outagamie Airport. Going vertical.
This is a similar 1-10 combination to the one that Nelly just played, only Nelly had ball in hand and was straight on it instead of being hooked. And a half ball cut.
This is not an easy combination from this distance.
Man.
Oh, worst thing you could do is scratch.
Yeah, and that was always a risk on that shot, isn't it? Playing it like that. Stunning off the one. So the key here really is getting from the 2 down to the 3.
Mark Bell, Dale, you're not a comedian. Oh, thank you.
No, he didn't hit that enough. And amazingly, he actually snicked the 5 ball with the 2 on the way through and still made that 2 ball.
Snicked it.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, Michelle Neville trying me. Oh, no, we'll just ignore that one. Never mind.
You know, it wasn't until last week that I found out that wasn't normal usage here.
Snick?
Yeah, because you made a big deal about it when I said snick.
No, it was actually Kendall at first.
Oh, okay.
And then, then I kind of, I chimed in on it. I'll be honest.
Honestly, maybe that's where they came up with the name Snickers.
See, that's what I said.
Right, like a quick snack.
Yeah, like a little Snickers.
Little tiny.
But then we looked it
Snicker.
up on Wikipedia, and it's not. It's thin cut or
Yeah, brush the 7 ball with his cue.
like small slice or something like that. little cheddar.
A snick of whatever. Then I'm like, whatever, and she's like, whatever.
You all right?
Big bounce off that rail. Oh, that was just nice. Just end up straight.
Just enough, the smidge of an angle to pull out of this.
There you go. Good little Z bank across. And looking good. Now you're in line with that 9-ball little cheddar. Does that 9 go past the 10?
Yep, it does. Full pocket.
That's okay. Knowing you'd have either the side or the corner. He's not going to get straight on this 9 into the that same pocket now, is he? Or is he?
Perfect.
It's actually better from this side too, isn't it? Because if there's any drag, it kind of loops around the 10.
Natural shape on the 10 ball. Down she goes. All right, this should get us to 11-6.
Comeback has started.
Commenced.
Commence.
What is
comeback?
Kendall always says something on on the lines. Don't call it a comeback. What movie is that a line from? Is that Color of Money?
Oh,
That's a rap song by LL Cool J.
Is it really? Don't call it a comeback?
Correct.
what is that? If you want my comeback, scrape it off your mum's teeth.
No, he was I don't know.
Are you kidding me? All right, totally different break from Josh Nelson here. What kind of tip is that? You're the expert.
That's the newest ding dong doorbell tip.
I love doing this just to see what he could come up with. You know, he's so ad lib.
I think you got him that time though.
I think I did. Uh-oh, this is going to run, and it's going to run further. And then he's going to play the bank shot. Almost guaranteed. Not 100%, but almost guaranteed.
Unless he thinks he's got to break the 4, and then he just snicks it in and blasts them open and hopes to get lucky. Now look where he's just lined his cues. So yeah, you're saying bank and then just draw straight between the 4 and the 6.
Play the 3-10 combo. Or just use the 5 as a stopper. And then play the bank on the 3 past the 5.
Got a bank on the 3. Yep, he's called it.
Uh-oh.
Just what Josh needed.
Mark Bell, hey Dale, show everyone your little cheddar drink holder. I don't have it with me this evening. Sorry. My apologies. My personality is on the border, is chiming in. This is a little while ago. Is that one guy wearing a 1984 BMX racing shirt? Wow. No, that is actually the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame personalized
2019
player shirt. So, yeah. It's actually a pretty cool shirt. Run by John Kramer. You know what? As long as we're talking about John Kramer, I think we should give out another shout out to that man for all that he is doing in the state of Wisconsin for pool. Coming up October 1st through the 3rd, I believe, is the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
And who's going in this time?
And oh my gosh. Oh, look at Chris G. On the spot. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you ever want to, and this is the only way that you can attend the induction ceremony and the dinner, and also to play in the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame tournament, which is on Saturday the 2nd and 3rd, I believe. Always a true gentleman of the sport. John does amazing things, raffles, giveaways for all the members. He treats extremely well. So he did have a post the other day on Facebook that the banquet was about half full, as well as the tournament itself. And that is a 128-player tournament. That's good. What the hell was that?
You didn't see anything.
Stop. You stopped me in mid-sentence.
Oh, no. Meanwhile,
That's me working on my King of the Hill list at home.
Nelly has made a nice little run there, and he made a really nice recovery because he got out of line on the 7-ball. He played nice thin snick. I feel silly about using that word now. It made me feel all self-conscious about it.
It's Chris. He brought it up.
And he held to get on the 8, so he's that run has got to make him feel good.
Sorry, Dale. It was built into the replay.
Oh, I understand. Sure. Yep.
Who created that terrible image of you?
I think the guy right down there on the keyboard.
Was it?
No, that wasn't me. That was Brian.
Oh, that was Hallelujah.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that.
No, never.
With your little baby fingers.
Well, since we're on a break, should we talk about the gun event?
Yeah, let's do that. Throw that on up there.
Tennis event?
Shotgun tennis. So, Chris, do your thing, man. Tell them what's coming up.
I don't know much about this. I do know that I don't know. It's on screen.
Well,
This would be Joe's area.
yeah. So that means the viewers got to miss that break where he scratched on the break, went straight into the side pocket. Giving pockets.
Back to the table.
Ball in hand. Nice start.
This is interesting shape. Or
Yeah.
how to get on the 3, I should say.
Because you just don't want to play that 3-8 combination.
No, and the only way really that I see
you might
doing
have
this
to.
is going between the 5 and the 7.
Yeah.
Coming 2 rails, and then going between the 6 and the 3.
Yeah, and the 5
That's
and the
tough.
7. There's a lot of traffic there, isn't it? You're saying 3 rails, and you try to hold it. He hit that too hard. You try to hold it for a straighter shot on this 3-8 combination. Has he called it? No, he's playing safe.
It's a good shot.
However, he has left a makeable 1-rail kick. And where he's pointing his finger, I guess we'll call it a 2-rail kick.
Yeah, correct. Michael Parker, our new reigning knight of the King of the Hill series, still in the house, intently watching the King match. Oh my gosh, how does that not go in?
That was close. It's just a little far off the rail, and he sneaked into that spot between the 2 shots.
Well, here's a shot. You have to jack up with a whole bunch of low left. Very low percentage make.
I'm
This
trying
is
to
tough.
draw and spin and not go into any of those balls. And even if you do hit that shot, you almost overhit it. But he's not. He's hitting higher on the ball. Oh, look at this,
Look
right
at
behind the 5 ball.
this. Crafty.
Is it? Is it?
Ho, ho.
Well,
That was almost.
almost good.
like incredible.
But he has, however, left an easy one rail.
Kick and stick.
And kick and stick, yeah. If he hits this solid, if he can manage, he may have to apply a lot of right-hand spin to hit this ball solid enough. Because he doesn't have a lot of space behind that 3-ball.
I think he can actually make this. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's perfect. Nudge from the 7, and he's good. He's got to jump this.
Phew, this is a hard hit.
Yeah. I think he's going to go get his jump cue. Well, he's looking at 2 rails right now. All right.
I would actually jump kick and call the 7. Jump over the 6. Two rails
Does he
into
have
the
to
3.
jump over the 6?
I would.
I would think you could just miss the 6 and play it with draw.
Draw right.
And
Huh. Yeah. That may work.
yeah, he called the 7. You can't tell he's playing one of
This
these.
is dangerous.
It is one of these full-length cue jump shots. Yeah, you're right. He jumped it.
Oh. Whoopsie.
I thought you could have just aimed to miss the 6 and then drawn back into line.
Six does pass the 10, so just drift up about 3 feet towards the center of the table. Or
Oh, is he playing the side? Is that what he was trying?
wow,
Yep.
it's such a clean shot past the 10.
It's nice for the commentators, isn't it, when the player points to the spot he was planning on playing.
It's my favorite.
So he was.
motion.
He was.
You know, if
I
I was
don't-
a professional player,
I
this
don't think
is
I
where
ever do that.
planned on
Point to
being.
where it was supposed to go.
Chris, have you ever done that?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of getting better. You get about 50 Fargo just by pointing.
So are those free, or do you have to pay for them? I mean, is it they just put it on your account?
Yeah, it's virtual.
Nice.
Virtual Fargo points added to your score.
I like that. I'd like to
What's
get
the
those.
shot here, Dale?
Safe.
I don't think so. 5 rails.
Wow.
To a safe. That ball was really frozen on the rail, and he obviously got a double kiss, so it didn't go anywhere close.
Well, I have a feeling Collin's going to be shooting at this next shot from behind the 10 ball.
Behind the 10 ball? Oh, okay. It's all becoming clear what you're saying there now.
Looks like he's got it.
Oh, no. No. Oh, did he get the safe? Yes. Yeah. He can't even see an edge of the ball.
Sometimes the safe is actually better when it gives you a hope. Just a thin cut.
Yeah, I like hope.
Now he's going for his regular jump cue because he's so close to this 10. And these are the kind of shots I do not ever play. That was awesome.
Are you kidding me?
You got a replay on that
I
one,
think
Chris?
you got to get a replay on that, Chris. That was cool.
Yeah.
So I noticed that replay option produces a bunch of clips which get edited together into a highlight video. Have you seen that, Chris? I wasn't sure if that was automatic or whether that was you doing it.
Yeah, you can. There's a couple different ways you can do it. The replay is separate from that. That's more of a collage.
But I noticed after a match I'd commented on, I went home and looked it up, and I saw highlights from today's match, and it was just all the replay shots strung together.
I think Brian was playing around trying to figure out how it works.
Okay.
He got really close.
But that's kind of cool if it does
Right.
that, because all those replay shots are all worth watching. And so if it does it automatically,
You know what? That's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, every time you hit replay, it saves a clip, and yeah, those could be strung together. But right now they're 30 seconds apiece, and I'd like to drop that down. 30 seconds is a bit
clip.
too much.
Oh, okay. So you do actually need to edit it.
Yeah,
Which is a lot of work.
There's a little bit to it. I mean, it's all built in.
I wasn't sure if that was just happening automatically. Every time you hit the replay button, it just
That'd be cool.
saves it.
It's close enough. I mean, you've got a bunch of videos. If someone was good with video editing, they
So
could
that was
take
Brian
50
specifically
of
that did that last time then? Because I
yeah,
noticed that.
yeah. Streamlabs OBS has tools for that. It's called Highlighter, and it can do that for you. I just haven't figured out how it works. I believe
Yeah.
Brian got much closer than I did, but I think I figured out the replay.
So I'm going to respond to my personality is on a border because he's been on our stream a couple of times making comments that really aren't necessary. And I'll just put it very simply to you. If you don't like the stream, just please go somewhere else. Because honestly, we don't care because of the fact that you don't like us talking and enjoying ourselves. And I'm sorry, we're not like a lot of other pool streams, and we refuse to be that. We are Mad Apple Streaming because we have fun at what we do, and we have the utmost respect for the players. So if you think we're not going to sit and talk about pool all night long. We like to have interactions with our viewers, which we all think is very important. So if you don't like it, please just go somewhere else. Go watch Hope Valley or Sex in the City or something. So, see ya.
Right on. Or mute it.
Yeah, turn the mute on.
Complaining about jabbering from the commentators, I mean, really.
Yeah, let's talk about pool some more, because that's what everybody talks about.
Have you ever heard of the term, Dale? Don't feed the trolls.
No.
It's an internet thing.
I enjoy it, actually.
Is that like don't let the gremlins touch water?
Or eat chicken after midnight.
Is that Gremlins?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
one of the best movies ever.
Don't feed them. Don't feed them and don't get them wet.
And don't let them out in sunlight.
And don't talk to them on YouTube.
Well, gremlins aren't the same as trolls.
Trolls live under the bridge, don't they?
Right, with a keyboard.
Yeah.
And you can get past, but you have to give them a goat.
Well, my personality is on the border. It's pretty much been that way for the last 2 weeks. He's a keyboard warrior. He pretends to be a good pool player. Has talked a little smack on several occasions. So you're welcome at any time to come on down. And there's a lot of people in the city of Appleton that will love to play you.
There we go. Nearly gives us another enactment of what was supposed to happen.
So did we go over how he got the name Nelly?
Nelson.
We can guess.
Last name Nelson.
That makes more sense.
It's either that or his feet. And they call him Smelly Nelly.
Hey. Let's talk about pool, MH.
I agree with Michelle.
What'd Michelle say? Dale lives under everything as short as he is?
Maybe Dale's a troll. Don't they have pointy ears? Let me see your ears. You're always hiding them under that headset you're wearing.
So one of the things that we love to do is the reason why we created, and I'm not going to ramble on it. The reason why we created all of the different divisions in King of the Hill, the Jesters, which are the novice, from 0 to 499, the Knights from 500 to 599 Fargo rating, and the Kings are 600 and above. So we have a game plan that it's been in place for the last year and a half. And as I said before, we absolutely love our players, and we have the utmost respect for our game. When it comes to the, if you listen to all of our streams, every one of the divisions, we love to give advice. And this is what I would do here. This is what I would do here. Okay, so when it comes to 600 and above, to be blatantly honest, these guys know what they're doing. And, if watching these guys, I wouldn't say it's extremely obvious. But we're not going to sit and talk about every single shot. We're not.
Yeah, there's definitely a flip side to over commentating the options available.
Yeah, it's a fine line. It's interesting, though, to try and understand what people actually would like.
Well, you can't please everybody. You can
please some of the people some of the time.
And please some of the people all of the time. Wait, what? No, that's
But you
not
can't please all of the people.
all of the time.
But you can please all of the people some of the time? Wait, no.
All right, I would hit this
like
with middle ball.
It's like when you remember that when George Bush was trying to say that phrase and he got stuck in the middle of it.
Yes, and couldn't remember what he was saying.
What was it? It was
that was senior, wasn't it?
yeah. If you fool me once, shame on me. If you fool me twice, and he's like,
Shame on me again.
you just can't fool me again. He got out of it.
Thank you, Matt Jorgensen. Much appreciated. So to wrap up what I was saying, when it comes to the jesters and the knights and the queens, we do that all the time. So, if you want to tune in for advice, actually, one of the things that we're doing, which is going to be coming up within the next couple of weeks or months, we're going to have clinics that are put on by either Mason or Kendall or myself. Well, nobody really wants to see or get advice from how I shoot. But, tune into one of those.
Matt there says, I agree.
Oh, and now apparently we are not professional commentators either.
Well, we're not.
Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, he's right.
He is. 100%.
Professionals get paid.
Yep.
Pete Bester says, I think the commentary is awesome. Please don't stop.
Thank you, Pete Bester.
Thanks, Pete.
Muchos gracias. And if you want to listen to professional commentary, go to a different stream.
All right. No, but it's a valid. My personality on the board says, tell us what they are doing. Okay, so what is going on here, Dale? He is attempting to make a hit on the 3-ball. But what's he doing? Trying to play safe.
Oh,
he snicked a 10.
That is a bad hit.
Snicked
which
it.
means ball in hand for Collin Pockets.
Yeah.
So
So he's immediately thinking about the whole table here. He's trying to figure out how on earth am I going to get on the 4 and then the 5. And the 6 ball's frozen on the side rail. It's all very difficult, this one.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure how I would shoot this.
He's
ball.
got ball in hand, right? On the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You could almost put the cue ball real close into where the 4 ball is and draw back and hit the 4.
That's what I was thinking.
I think the 5 ball then goes into the other corner.
I would actually.
He can hit the 7.
No, I would play safe right now. 3-rail the 3 ball and stick him tight on the backside of the 4. Because then that's foul number 2.
Ah.
Oh,
And
3
potentially get 3 foul.
So
this
there
is
is
a very easy
For those who
safe.
don't know, 3 foul rule means if you foul 3 times consecutively, you lose the rack. And after you've fouled twice, your opponent has to remind you you're on 2 fouls, and then if you foul one more time. So
Correct.
what you're saying there, Dale, is because he's already on 1 foul and he has a good opportunity to play a good snooker here. He'll get him on 2, but that's not what he's doing. He's playing a power draw shot. He's going to come back and hit the 4.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah.
All right, and the reason, so Chris, if you could put that on the replay,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, thank you very much. You're going to see when Collin pulls back his left hand, he moves the 4 and
with his with his cue stick.
With his cue stick, and regardless if the cue ball would have hit the 4 ball, so that instantly makes it a foul.
Right.
Right. It affected the path of the cue ball.
Correct.
Yeah. If he had brushed a ball that was unrelated to that shot, then it is cue ball fouls only, and that would not be a foul. But what you're saying there, Dale, is that changed the outcome of the shot.
Correct.
And so yeah, he was playing the cue ball to draw back and hit that 4, which he did do.
That is a direct result, or that miss is a direct result of the previous shot on the 4. He got out of line, and
he's going to play safe here because it's really, really difficult to get on the 6 nicely.
That needed about another inch of roll, and that would have been a really tough ball to hit. This could end up being a safe right back at Collin. Oh my gosh. So because he hit draw, bottom of the cue ball is draw. Once it hit the rail, it became follow, if that makes sense, which made it jump over the 5 ball.
That's right, and it's not that the orientation of the spin changed, because it's actually rotating in the same direction, but the direction of the ball changed. So like what you said, it seems more like a follow shot than a draw shot. And unfortunately, he's given ball in hand, which means Collin was able to get perfect position on that 6 ball.
That was really nice follow. That's spot on.
But he's still in trouble here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the 8 ball there. Got this little reserve sign in the booth, blocking the corner there. I thought he'd come up short on the 9.
Played that with a little left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of like a stun shot into the 9, so you're kind of throwing the 9 just a smidge, and then when the cue ball hits the rail, it spins up the table directly on the path of the 10, which was result in the straight on shot on the 10. All right, in this race to 18 10 ball, we've got a score of 12-9. I'll tell you what, Josh Nelson has made quite the comeback here, because it was 9-3 at one point. Folks, if you are just tuning in, I know it's 10 o'clock here, Central Standard Time. Thank you very much for being here. We always appreciate all of our viewers. Well, 99% of them. I am Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and in the booth right next to me is M.H. Penglaze, Potting Penglaze, we call him, the Englishman from England.
That's right.
Yeah. And right down there, if Chris, right there, waving from the keyboard section of our stream area, is Chris Shotgun Tennis.
So here his issue is going to be the 5 ball, and he can get himself a nice angle on this 4.
Through that one,
Yeah,
right out of the pocket.
he used a lot of spin there because he really wanted to get a specific angle on the 4 ball.
See, and I do that all the time. He put tons of right English on that, but he hit it so soft that the ball curved, overcutting the 2, just to get back on the 4.
Yeah, and it's strictly just speed.
Right.
Like you said, Chris, you know, when you hit it really soft like that, it really accentuates the spin.
And it was an unnatural amount of spin, so there is an amount of spin that matches that angle and helps the ball into the pocket.
Right.
But because of positional reasons, he was choosing to use more than the natural amount, which makes it a very much more tricky shot. And the timing, if the timing's wrong, then you miss it. Ooh. Whereas if you use the correct amount to match the angle, you don't miss it with the wrong timing.
It's definitely a tricky shot. Efren Reyes is probably one of the best at spinning balls, and that's how he can get and place such flawless shape without moving the cue ball very much, where a lot of, I don't know, less skilled players try to do the same thing, and they end up going 5-6 feet too far.
Yeah, Nelly has a very difficult shot here. It's tough to actually see a good route to it because there's so many balls covering all the different routes.
So I'd like to expound on Matt Jorgensen's question, comment. Would love to hear more about the lesson. So what we're doing, Matt, is we've talked about it in our meeting. So Mason is now, he just got done playing the pro tournament in...
Here's a quick carom for the game.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick 10 ball. So he's going to snick the side of the 2 and pocket the 10 in the side. And that is a W, 13-9. So Mason, how do I say this? I mean, his game has gone up leaps and bounds over the last 2 years. And he knows his game, obviously. So once he gets back from off the road, which is in about 2-3 weeks, he's playing the U.S. Open in 2 weeks. Right now, I believe he's in Arizona.
He's in Las Vegas right now.
No, he left there
did he?
because he's out. Yeah, he's out of that tournament, and then he went somewhere else. I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't know about the stop in between.
And
then off to Atlantic City.
Yes, that's the U.S. Open.
Right.
So what we're going to do then is we're going to be asking a lot of questions on Facebook and what people want for lessons. The reason being is if you go to YouTube and just type in the search menu, pool lessons, there will literally be thousands and thousands of videos on how to play pool. One of the things that Matt Apple Streaming has really thrived is doing something a little bit different than everybody else is already done. So we're trying to put together a really good comprehensive lesson plan for the beginner, the intermediate, and even some of the, I wouldn't say professionals, they don't need help.
Well, let's not forget the juniors. He's got an excellent program for the juniors.
Please expound on that.
Oh, they have their own league, and
every
Sunday they play, and Kendall does one-on-one lessons with each student. And we're talking as young as, 6, 7, 8, up to maybe 14, 15.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of the students are actually placing in state tournaments.
They actually went to nationals. Caden and what's his brother's name again?
Brody
Hillman
and
yes.
Xander, all excellent players.
Yep.
So, and that's one of the things about Kendall's dream. Oh my gosh, not a good save there. Trying to get behind the 6 ball. That's part of what Kendall's really been striving to do, is to not really reincarnate, but bring back pool to a little bit better light. Instead of the reputation that it's had in the past, and bring the players of the future to the forefront of the game. So he's been doing. You can't really say enough about the job that he's been doing.
Amazing to watch how strong the group of juniors is from year to year, and how many of those are really becoming very strong pool players.
And they have great attitudes.
I remember the first time really I played with Caden Hillman, little half pint that he is.
He's taller than I am.
We had to play Scotch doubles. I really didn't know him, and I played a bad positional shot, and I left him in trouble. I'm like, sorry about that, and he's like, don't worry, I'll just bank it in, and he fires in the bank shot. I'm like, oh, okay.
Caden, just for the record, Caden was shorter than Dale, but in the last 6 months, he had a growth spurt. Now I believe he's about 1.5 feet taller.
Yeah, no. Even the juniors are taller than poor old Dale.
Brutal.
Oh my god.
No problem. Someone found me behind the booth and asked me for the quarter machine. I got to hide.
How'd they know you were back there?
I don't even know.
What's the plan here? After the 6 is a 7-10 combination.
You know, honestly, I don't.
Sundrop, coffee, and Diet Dr. Pepper. Coffee.
And he just missed that. 7-10 combination. It's a tough shot, that.
Yeah, and he was.
It was a little off angle. He had to cut the 7 back.
And 3 feet away from the first object ball.
To cut the 10 forward a little bit.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a great use of inside English.
Yeah.
Ideal speed. A little bit of an angle to come up table behind the 10. Play the 9 in the side. Probably just like a little stun. Like straight, yeah. Beautiful.
And this is exactly what he needs, isn't it? Collin has just gone off the boil a little bit. And he could have accelerated to a really strong lead, but now at 10-13, it's anybody's game. And Nelly can imagine that a comeback is possible. Oh wait, no, don't call it a comeback. You said. Did we determine what that was from?
You know what? I'm gonna Google this because I want the actual true answer from Google. They never lie.
I'm not saying LL Cool J didn't steal it from somewhere else, but that's where I remember it from.
Why not call it a comeback if you're behind?
Song by LL Cool J.
Ah.
There it is. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Go on.
I'm rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear.
Cool the tempo in this
Making the
shot.
tears rain down
he's
like
cutting
a
it in.
monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Don't call it a comeback.
It's a great song.
I like it. So if anybody would like to hear more karaoke, please chime in the comments. And
Well, I'm
glad
pretty
to
sure
sing your song.
Personality is on a board. I would love for you to rap more.
I think he would too, to be quite honest.
The coffee?
That was a really good
is a
shot
cup.
to get out.
Hey, do me a favor, Chris.
Coffee? Yeah, that's for...
To get on the 2 ball nicely there.
I just told them they said they don't. Oh, okay.
Chris, tell Michael Parker thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael Parker. He raised his Bud Light and said, "You're welcome." They are out of coffee. They're not brewing any for you.
And that's another really nice, delightful shot there from Pockets.
Yeah, it's especially being jacked up over the 8 or the 9. Yeah, 8 ball. Wow.
Oh, he's put a little bit too much in that one.
Wow.
He's
just
okay there.
Fired that thing in way too hard.
I get the feeling both of these players are the kind that like to fire their way out of trouble. And if you're going through a lull, stay aggressive and start shooting balls with some spin. We're not gonna get a tip tap safety type.
I tell you what, I do
battle.
not like him cutting this ball in.
No, that's right.
It is such a simple safe.
Is it though?
Yeah, just hit it on the right half of the ball.
I think we've seen
See,
this
the
safe
8 ball
before.
kind of sometimes comes into play and it just doesn't get through, does it? An 8 ball nudges sideways a little bit if you touch it, and then you sell out. I think this safety is tricky, and so he's going off.
He's cutting this.
He's cutting it, yeah. It looks like he is. Like what I just said, you prefer to shoot your way out of trouble.
Yeah, but now
And don't. He's gonna. This isn't any tougher
he's
than.
banking this.
No,
Oh yeah.
is he? No, he's not. He's cutting it in, but he. This is not any tougher than the one. Okay, look how short that came out. The Z.
Wow, and
the
this
Z
is gonna
bank.
go in. Oh, nope. I guarantee you, Josh
Yeah, he
Nelson
likes
was
the bank
hoping that
shots.
thing would drop.
See that cut? If he'd cut that, that would have been a lesser, steeper cut than the one he'd just previously made. And that bank shot wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Here's a tricky one. A tester. Test your nerve at this stage of the match. No problem.
Wow. Test passed.
He's still in this match. He's not giving up. Sometimes you have to have that little sort of, I don't know.
Folks, we are at 13-11. Josh was down 6 games at one point. And
Yeah,
that's-
Corey, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
The commentary on that was excellent because I remember MH saying, "Oh yeah, that was a great shot." No, I'm not going to say that's a great shot because he still has a chance. I don't know if you remember.
You're kicking the
I do.
9 or kicking the side on the 9.
Yeah,
That was a great shot.
I was
And
lucky.
especially again, it's hill, and for you to kick that ball in was beautiful.
Well, it definitely made it more exciting.
For all of us. For you, I'm sure. Well, I don't think he can completely draw out of this to avoid the 5. Well, it's very close. I think he can. Yeah, I figured he'd get a little bit of the 5, but actually ended up being a good angle for it. Still got to draw straight back. Oh, he's going with high. Ew, I did not
Well,
like that
at
shot.
least he didn't
That
hook
was-
himself. He's still got a cut on this 5. Just roll it in slowly. Is that the plan here?
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
And some of these players, they just don't like to roll it slow over that long distance.
Overcut.
And that's why he overspun it. So that's what we were saying before. If you use more spin than the natural amount to match that angle, there's a tendency to overcut. What looks like overcutting it, but really it's the extra spin that throws it over there.
Well, you're throwing it, and it can curve to the left in that case. So you get deflection, you get squirt,
Hey, don't call me names.
and carbon fiber shafts do not have zero deflection. I don't care what
No.
anyone
There's
says.
no shaft that has
There's
zero
no such-
deflection.
Right. Not only is there no such thing, but you wouldn't even want it.
Nope.
It's impossible because if you hit the cue ball on the left, it's automatically going to go a little more to the right.
Oh, wow. Now, he got pretty lucky here not to leave this 9 ball hanging over a pocket.
He tried to cheat it just a fuzz and throw it into the pocket to get all the way back down for the 10 in the side.
Yeah.
And honestly, all he had to do was stop it right there and then play the 10 in the opposite corner.
Josh, that's a good question. Who's playing next week? Is there still an opening while Mason is doing his thing in Atlantic City?
No, sir, there is not an opening for next week, but there is a good possibility there will be the following week.
Overcut that
That's
ball.
another overcut by Josh.
So what we need is your phone number, and we'll have Josh give you a call.
Actually, if you... Josh.
Payne.
Oh, yeah. So it's Josh Payne that wants to play.
Right.
So,
I believe so.
Josh, if you would,
Wow.
Go to Facebook Messenger and send me a private message with your email address, phone number, and your Fargo rate, and I will put you on the list.
So you don't see players like this play that kind of shot very often, where he just rolled up to the 9, and so, both players could end up playing the same shot over and over, but this shot's better.
Much, much, much better. Almost both
And
balls are almost both frozen.
Collin's previous shot invited Josh to play that. And now Collin's got a much tougher shot. Yeah, that was a...
Not sure what he was playing there.
He was playing the one rail bank.
Wow. We are about to get to 13-12. Barring any natural disaster or earthquake.
Well, that's in between.
Yeah, that's a little twixter.
You got to bear down and cut this in thin enough and protect your cue ball so you don't scratch. Very nicely done. Good recovery.
Well, after 25 racks of 10 ball, we are one game separating each other at a score of 13-12 in favor of Pockets Passett. Challenged by Nellie Nelson, better known as Josh. Thank you very much, Michael Parker, for your beverages. Muchos gracias, senor. All right, Rack 26, if you look in the booth cam, everybody, is brought to you by my sponsor, Sundrop. As Chris G would say, or has said, Little Cheddar is a walking sun drop.
He drinks a lot of them.
I do.
And thank you, Princess, in YouTube land.
So as he sizes up this table with ball in hand, he's got to be thinking, how am I getting on the 3? Does the 3 ball go
Chris,
past
do you know
the
who
8?
Princess 67 is?
No.
That's Lisa Heckman.
Oh,
Welcome back, Lisa.
welcome back.
So he's left himself an angle on the 2 ball.
And thank you very much, Lisa, for your comments up on top.
That he's really going to be rolling forward. And the 7 ball there was kind of protecting the 3, so he didn't break the 3.
Would have liked to hit that out, yeah.
Yeah, and the 3 is so frozen to the rail, it's hard to maneuver basically in any direction without either a double kiss or... Yeah, this is tough.
It's tough to play safe off this, and so banking the way he does, he may be able to get the 3. It's that same shot again. He just didn't like... What that tells you is he didn't like the 4 was in the way for the...
Well,
to
now is a
bank the
3 on the rail.
That's a good question.
Because it looked like it was then. It's hard to tell.
I was just saying, you hardly ever see these kind of players play that kind of shot, and he's just played it twice.
I disagree with that.
His
Matt
opponent
Strong
could
taught
play
me
exactly
that
the same shot.
You are very welcome, Matt Jorgensen. Sorry, Jorgensen.
So Josh Payne is asking who signed up next week. I don't know if we can say yet.
I have been asked that question repeatedly every single week. Who is next and so on. The list is not for public view.
Really?
And there are several reasons for that. And to be honest, there's 3 factors for the most part of why we don't, because it's caused problems in the past. Well, I was signed up before him and blah, 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 blah. Well, no, you don't know. And I don't mean to be a turd about it, but it's better for all of us that we'll release that information at the beginning of every week. So you'll find out when the flyer comes out.
Beautiful little jump shot there.
That was gorgeous. So Collin has either the opportunity or the choice to cut to a blind pocket to his left or play the combination on the 4-9
which is really tough.
Yeah, I think I would play the cut, and if you miss,
And he's playing the 4 straight in.
oh my gosh, that went past there. Are you kidding? Do you know how small of a pocket that was?
And now the 5-9 combination.
Ooh. See how he decelerated on that?
It's amazing how this match has turned, isn't it? You know, there's been both players have shown moments of brilliance and a few lapses, and it's really about counting the mistakes and whether you're lucky enough for them to count or not. But amazingly, if Josh wins this rack, it'll be tied up.
We like close matches. I think he can see an edge of this, and that 6 ball is going to end up somewhere in the area of the cue ball right now, and the cue ball is going to end up all the way down here on the bottom, probably or hopefully behind the 8 ball. Not if you hit it that hard, though.
Yeah, so he is,
look at this.
He is playing what you wanted. Yeah, he did. He got it.
That's a good shot.
You're saying you wouldn't have wanted to hit it quite that hard,
Yeah,
but hit it full enough. It still works. That was a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Well, if I'm Josh right here, I am calling the 10 ball.
Yeah. Jumping over the 8, which is really close. And you got to get over half of the 8 ball. And yeah, there's definitely. Oh, wow.
What a gorgeous jump shot. And he called it.
Did
and he's
call
got
it.
a shot at the 7.
Tough one.
Yeah, he can't see the right side of the 7 ball, but he can see the middle and the left, which, you know, again, this is one of those shots where you could 3-rail the 7 ball and stick him right behind the 8.
Right.
As long as the 7 doesn't hit the 10.
Call the 7 just in case it goes. Oh,
and there you have it.
Oh, okay.
3 rails. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful safe.
He's done that a few times, hasn't he? Where he's shown real good control of draw to freeze up on a ball. And he's going to hit it, but no rail.
No rail. That is ball in hand, and
No
I
rail
believe
to
we
no
are going to
rail.
be all tied up. Barring the commentator's curse, of course.
And this is a very one-sided match at the beginning, wasn't it?
9-3 in the beginning.
And look, Collin just kind of went off the ball, and it only takes one mistake of rack, doesn't it, to all of a sudden not to be winning anymore.
Yeah, and especially in rotation, you know, you can get away with a little bit more in 8 ball, but when it comes to both rotation games, 9 and 10 ball, it can change on a dime. You know, you could have all the momentum going in your way, and at the flip of a switch, right back the other direction.
And they haven't really been running out much, have they? I mean, there have been usually a turnover or two in a lot of these racks.
Taylor Collar, the commentator, chiming in. Matt taught you that shot because he sucks. Yeah, I don't know him.
He was talking about Chris G's comment.
All right. And Josh Payne, I'm not going to sign up to play a 750. Okay. I don't know what 750 is playing in the King of the Hill.
Well, at
right
the
now.
moment, we've got a 614 and a 633, so it's
Right.
going to be one of them.
And the highest ranked player in the King of the Hill is Mason, and he is at a 683. So there's no 750s. Matt Jorgensen, do any of you offer private lessons? Yes, sir. I would contact Kendall, or if you wanted to send me a private message, I can relay that to Kendall. And Kendall teaches everything from the basics of pool to some of the finer details of safety play and position play. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. What a gorgeous safe.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but there is no way Josh Nelson is hitting this 1 ball. That is wait. Don't shoot. Don't let him shoot, Chris. Tell him he can't shoot. I'm kidding.
Nice.
I'm kidding.
Sit down, Chris.
I'm
Sit down.
Because
He was just about to.
is
You know, I was looking at something else. So
he's in jail. Thank you very little.
You've really upped the production value of this presentation.
School is in session for safety play. And again, that's our quality soundboard brought to you by Apple iPhone 12 Pro.
Brought to you by Cheddar's phone.
Cheddar phone. Holy cow. Collin Pockett's going for the 110 combination in the side. Not a bad shot, actually. All things considered. And he makes another 110 combo.
And takes the lead again. They're tied up momentarily.
I'll tell you what, folks. If you're not enjoying this match, you're not going to enjoy any pool. This is good stuff. I hate you.
what's that?
Go ahead, put it up there again. You didn't say anything about it.
Well, you know,
People
I
didn't know what they were looking at.
just figured Taylor Collar might appreciate that, and Robbie.
Oh, I forgot. My apologies, Lisa Heckman, for your apology. Sorry, didn't mean to make him leave. It's okay. I don't mind a bit.
It's breaking very well, Collin is. Getting the cue ball to stop in the middle of the table. And now a sweet little right-hand spin. He's just touched the table and shown you where he wants to put the cue ball. He doesn't want to get past straight on the 3 because then he's running into the 7. So he wants to be short of straight, which is exactly where he is.
I think he put it exactly where his finger was.
That's pretty much where he pointed, isn't it? So this way he can just roll this ball in gently. He doesn't hit the 7. And he's on the 4 nicely. So that was a key positional shot to unpick this rack. Now he's probably going to, what is he doing? Digging down and
I would just roll back forward a little.
Okay, roll forward.
Yeah, play the 5 all the way down here because now it's pretty much a stop shot.
Yeah. Lots of options, lots of ways to do that. I know a lot of people would have drawn back and played the 5 ball in the same pocket. And his body language as he was shooting that told you he felt that he was missing it. And he had done the hard work to unpick that and left himself into a nice pattern. And then misses. And he really he wanted to draw and get a nicer angle on the 6, which is what he was focused on when he was missing that 5.
So that was a really good shot by Josh. And the reason you can't see it on, well, I guess you can see it on the left hand. The reason why he had to jack up as high as what he did on the back end of his cue is if he would have double hit that 5, it's a foul. So jacking up on that and giving it a little pop brings the cue ball back immediately and doesn't allow it to hit the 5 twice. And guess what? We're all tied up again at 14 apiece. So instead of Collin taking a 2-game lead, that miss on the 5 cost him a 2-game swing. And this is the stage of the match that we see every single Sunday. The pressure starts to mount. Every single shot seems to intensify because now it's a race to 4. 9. Oh, just topples over the edge of the side pocket.
And we're going to get treated to a real stroke shot here as he powers this one ball down the rail with lots of follow. Oh, he's hitting a center ball. Yeah, I know he had enough follow. Look at that stun run through. That was lovely.
Gorgeous.
Get in the way.
Gorgeous
Wow.
shot.
Gorgeous.
Stun run through. Can you explain that?
Stun run through is in between a stun shot, which is like your tangent line shot,
Right.
and a natural rolling follow shot where the ball follows forward. And in between those two angles, there's a whole range of angles which you can get the cue ball to travel down with a stun run through. So it's sliding and just got a little bit of turn on it.
Yeah, and basically you're creating more of an angle that's
Wow.
actually not there. So that
Well,
stun,
yeah, it's not the natural angle.
yeah.
Natural rolling angle. You talk about a ball when it's rolling as having a sort of a natural angle that it just wants to go down.
All right. Okay, so Collin was just about to get down and shoot this shot, and I honestly believe that he is looking at the possibility of coming back and playing the 5-9 combination or 5-10 combination,
Wow.
which I do not agree with.
Well,
This stage
he's
of the
looking at
game.
the 7.
There's been several combinations on the 10 ball in this match and the previous match.
And he,
And all of them were saying, no, it's not the right shot. And they seem to be making all of them. And if you make it,
it's the right shot.
you're going to have a tough time telling him it was the wrong shot. If he hangs it, though, you can feel free. But I know what you're saying. I mean, if you could, maybe he just didn't have easy way to stay on that side of the 5.
Yeah, I think you're 100% correct.
And getting from the 5 to the 6, you need to be in control of that angle.
Oh, look at this. He gave him the combination right back.
So there's another attempted 5-9 combination coming up.
And for our viewers, you may not have been able to see. So there was some banter back and forth between, because Collin kind of looked at Josh and said, hey, sorry, but I got to play another combination, blah, blah, blah. And there was like 10, 15 seconds in between him shooting that shot. Had he just gone down and shot the combination, honestly, it probably would have gone in. He would have made it,
Yeah, and Nelly whiffed there, missed the ball, and hit it on the backside.
He
had a chance. That shot there had an element of safety too, just rolling it in. 5 ball was going to stay on the end rail. Cue ball would have gone to the opposite end rail.
So this is kind of what we were talking about. He's going to create a little bit of an angle. He's going to play it a little bit harder and kind of force it into that the one side of the pocket. So you're creating a bigger angle because that ball was almost straight in, but created enough of an angle to get all the way down.
Oh, that's a really good shot.
Gosh.
He got a little unlucky there. He didn't like just rolling that in dead weight because the cue ball kind of ends up freezing on the 7. So he felt, you know what, I'm just going to go past it. So he gave it a little bit more. He almost got around the 7 perfectly without hitting it. Then it'd have been lovely. But he just brushed the edge of it. But he's cutting these balls in nicely, isn't he?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, jeez.
So what's your angle on the 8? So he's... From here, he looks like his angle's just on the wrong side. So, yeah, he's going up table. Look at that outside spin.
That was gorgeous.
That outside spin really was sort of kill English at that angle.
Great shot.
Get
Straighten
that
him
on the replay. if
Yeah,
you
that
would,
was a good
Chris.
shot.
That was
Yeah, replay
cool.
that one. And he didn't spend hardly any time thinking about that, but it sort of landed on the wrong angle on that 8 ball.
And MH, you and Chris, we've seen this repeatedly. As long as we've been playing pool, the longer you sit down or the longer you sit and think about a shot and, contemplate doing this, doing that, blah, 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 blah. A lot of times you're allowing negative thoughts to creep into your head. And both Josh and Collin are, yes, they've had their misses, of course. We all
So
miss.
here's the replay on that shot there. Dale, look at that. And if it wasn't for the right-hand spin there, he would have whipped around and gone back to the center of the table.
Mm-hmm.
But that large amount of right-hand spin straightened him up. And it's a shot that allows him to let his stroke out. You're not babying it.
Right.
It lets you
and that's
bang
kinda
the
what I
8
was-
ball into the back of the pocket with some confidence.
And that's kind of what I was alluding to with my long-winded description of the fact that, the longer you stand, you are such a turd. Just keep putting that up there.
Well, since
Look at
the
my
players
tie.
are on a
That's
break,
professional.
Look how cute your fingers are.
Billiard Hall of Fame.
Cute.
I still have those socks.
I'm amazed you can do the splits like that. Very flexible. So we're taking a short player break, it looks like.
All right, Chris, why don't you go ahead and explain what's on the screen?
Oh, what we're looking at here is a 1-year, 3-year, or 5-year subscription to the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. I got a 5-year, long time ago.
Same.
And I think I'm still active.
What do you get for that?
Well, what you get for that, you get to vote.
Oh.
You get to nominate. You get to go to the awards dinner.
You get to play in the tournament.
You get to play in the tournament, which is a high-low. Upper end players play on one side, 10-ball, and the lower, half plays 9-ball, if I remember correctly.
You are 100% correct. They have, so you take 64 players, the bottom 64 of the Fargo rating and the top 64 of the Fargo rating, and have, just like you said, 2 completely separate tournaments. And it is a fun time.
How well Collin controls his cue ball. It barely made it to the edge of the table there, but he does. He's been playing it very well, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure who the nominations are this year, but it should be a great year. So hit that website, go take a look.
Matt Jorgensen, let me check real quick. Yes, I do have your information, and I will pass that along to Kendall, and you can set up a lesson plan with you and Kendall.
And Taylor Collar, it sounds like a great team. I don't know who your third is, but it should be a great team, and I believe that, starts on the 14th? Good luck.
What starts in the league?
The Tuesday League, the
Tuesday
upper
League.
echelon of pool players
Oh
in
my gosh,
Wisconsin.
there are some beast
The
teams.
cream of the crop.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's literally 6 or 7 teams that could win the whole thing. I mean, there's John Fields, Taylor himself, Robbie Schmidt, MH, Kendall, Mason, Dan Coppins, Tommy Beshta, Chad Gaz. I mean, these some beasts in our Tuesday League.
The best of the best. And if their credit score was as good as their Fargo, they probably wouldn't play pool.
I love that one.
That's a good one.
I absolutely love that one. I tell you what, I wish I had a 635 credit rating.
Well, what's the best now? Shane Van Boning at 830 or 850?
Pretty darn close to that.
Yeah.
Is there a trend that the guy with the highest number is sort of trending upwards?
It has been over the last 10 years, yes.
Well, that makes me wonder if they've got the mathematics right, because...
how'd that work out?
You can't have a system that drifts.
Well, it just drifts up. And maybe it's making
maybe
room for a
this
lot.
was just because they're playing better, but...
Right.
I remember a long time ago we were talking about creating our own rating system for our tournaments, and Kendall and Mason were asking me about that, and I warned them, unless you really understand the mathematics of how you're making people go up and down, you may end up with a system that drifts. So like 100 years from now, all the players are thousands higher than they are today. Obviously, that wouldn't work. You would assume that the Fargo people know what they're doing. I don't know.
Well, we've got a race to 3 coming up.
But it's a question in chess, too, because chess players are rated, 2,900 or 3,000 is, I think at the top end. But can you compare a player from today to a player 100 years ago by looking at their ratings? And yes, you can. as long as they understand the mathematics of the rating system, that they haven't created a system that drifts over time.
Yeah, and we hear, I mean, it's constantly around the pool community, and it's never going to go away. You know, people love Fargo, people hate Fargo, blah 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 blah. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's never going to be a perfect system. It's just never going to happen. You're always going to have sandbaggers. You're always going to have people that try to cheat the system. You're always going to have people that are honest about their scores. There's always people that want to get to the highest Fargo rating. Myself, if I could be a 750, I'd be a 750. I mean, that's what I aspire to do since I started playing. Oh boy.
You're not a sandbagger, is what you're trying to tell us.
Never. I've never asked for a spot. I don't give spots either. I just either play even or we don't play. Uh-oh, that's going to hit the 6. And now he's got not a tough kick, but anyway, my point of the whole thing is I think Fargo is the best thing that we've got, you know. Use it to our advantage. And if you don't like it, well, see if you can come up with something better.
Another awkward looking rack with the 5-ball on the side rail there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. You know, it's a good thing it didn't push that 10-ball into a position where Collin could play another
I was just
combination.
thinking that because of where the 5-ball is, he would want to take a.
Oh, there might still be a
combination.
carom on the 10.
It's tough from there.
I don't think so.
So, what's the plan here? You can shoot the 2 in. You can stun up.
Here, if I was shooting, what I would do is just drift up, play the 3-7.
Perfect.
Jeez, that's never mind.
So, because he's gone past straight on the 3, he now is not going to be any straighter on the 4.
Well, and like you said, MH, getting on this 5 is really going to be a challenge.
Yeah. And he, there's not really a very nice, simple safety shot there either. So he's just taking what he's been given, which is this thin angle on the 4-ball. But with the 8 and 9 in the middle of the table, he's played that really. See how much spin he put on that ball to hold it.
Gorgeous finesse.
That needs a replay, Chris. I hope it gets out now, just to.
Me too.
Because he played a really, really good shot. You gonna do a replay on that shot, Chris?
Yes, sir.
And it was
It's,
such a
on right now.
slow spin.
Yeah, it was like maximum slow, soft spin.
Not a fan of that shot at all.
He's far enough past the side pocket that he doesn't scratch here, but
I would have just rolled.
he's just going to go to the middle of the table.
See, now he's kind of. I guess not. This ain't too bad. Middle ball.
You go 2 rails
center
here?
ball. Yep.
That's
Overhit
gone
it.
too far.
Overhit it.
Wow.
And the 10 ball's the only one that matters. So all those shots beforehand don't mean much if you can't finish this run.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about before. You know, we've seen it every Sunday. You get down toward the end of the match, and the shoulder starts to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah. And that's kind of the way it was with that shot. I saw him lining that up. So really soft and sweet draw. But it's very difficult to hit that soft enough. So he's gone far further and bumped the 10. Now you got to make a decision. What are you going to do? Bank it into the
I would
long
bank
corner
it into the corner and make sure that you bank it short.
and bring the cue ball frozen onto the head rail.
Correct.
And that's what he's done, but he's
He
not banked it
has
short.
left it in the
So
jaws.
he banked it long and hung it. And what you're saying is if he'd banked it short, he might have been a little safer. He did freeze that cue ball nicely on the end rail just to provide a little bit of
You know, and
difficulty.
the reason why, so the way the 10 ball reacted and it came off long is because he decelerated in the shot itself, in the delivery of the cue ball. Had he hit it a little bit firmer, it would have come up a little shorter and then come back across like we were talking about. Because Collin is a phenomenal bank player. I mean, he will play anybody in the state in banks. He's fabulous.
Sure. And that slow speed on that bank shot meant that the 10 ball picked up forward roll before it hit the rail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that forward roll is what brought it long. And that's why a lot of bankers like to bank their balls hard, and they feel that there's a more consistency there because you don't have to judge how much forward roll did it pick up, and then the balls are coming out straight out of the rail instead of curving.
So to expound a little bit on Pete Beshta's comment, or actually, I have a question. What exactly did you mean I need this to up my game? So please elaborate a little bit. Jason Gibbs, thank you very much. I think the Hall of Fame inductees are Gene Albrecht, Pam Kelly, Claudio Perrone Jr., Craig Powers, and I also know for a fact that Larry Neville is being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
so there's
Nice.
2 classes of 4 that are getting inducted because of last year's
Right.
COVID issue. We did not have a Hall of Fame tournament or an induction. So there's actually 8 in this class.
Yeah, and Larry Neville definitely deserves to be in there. I think a lot of people have been
You betcha.
have been thinking about that.
You betcha.
Craig Powers, he's awesome. I remember the first time I saw him at the Magnet in Oshkosh at one of those chalk
Chalk Talk.
talk tournaments.
Mhm.
He used to run the Billiard Congress of
BCW.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, he'd just come from winning a big 3-cushion billiards tournament, and he played phenomenal. He got his name picked for the break pot, and then ran an entire rack of 15 balls. In rotation.
So much enjoyed watching Craig Powers play, and I'll tell you, if anybody is really good friends with him on I am a friend with him on Facebook, or friend of him, but I hope I believe it's his right hand. He had an accident with a chainsaw, which was, from what I heard, just horrific. But rumors. I don't know the exact extent of his injuries and everything, but I know it took him out of pool for a little while. Hope you're recovering well, Craig. One of the things that I remember about Craig Powers, we used to have you remember the big rack when we did the Chalk Talk? So you had a rack of 15 balls.
That was a great shot.
Wow, talk about speed control. And you had to run all 15 balls in order.
Okay.
And he did it at Scores in Sheboygan.
Uh-huh.
And it was a lot of money. And ran the entire rack. Very impressive.
Well, that sounds like the same thing then that he did at the Magnet in Oshkosh, at the Chalk Talk.
Yep, the big rack.
Is that what they call it, the big rack?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Wow. Little cling? What
Well,
happened there?
You had to
played
expect that it was going to happen because, by rule, we must go hill. So, if he would have won that, he would have been on the hill first. And
Yeah,
then
and this is
Collin
the
would have to win 2, and.
For the first time in the match, Josh is in the lead. And yeah, neither of these players really running away with this.
That is a beautiful finesse.
So now, you're not setting underneath the 8 ball here, are you? You're going in and out like 4 rails. Although the 9 ball's kind of in the way for that.
Yeah, this is
he-
tricky.
It is.
Is he calling a pocket?
Collin Pockets, yeah, that's his name.
Look at that.
That's a good shot.
Keep it simple.
Well, and this is one of those that you don't want to try to force this in and come 2 rails and end up scratching in the side or something. This is one of those take what you can get. Oh, boy. See, I don't like this
Oh,
shot.
he's not behind the 10, is he? Oh, he's going to hit
Oh,
it.
he's going to get a perfect little nudge, too.
That was great.
So it took the 10 ball off the rail just enough to where...
Wow. Developing the 10 ball.
Oh, this is awesome.
That's crazy.
This is fabulous.
Chris, did you catch my joke before?
Calling pockets?
You said, yeah. She said, "Is he Collin the Pocket?" I'm like, "Yeah, Collin Pocket. That's his name."
I'll tell you what, even though that was 5 balls after a miss by Josh Nelson, that was a fabulous out. It was not an easy shot on the 6 all the way down. And I mean, each one of those shots, other than the 10 ball, was tough.
We do. Yep. Uh-oh. Hope that's not my stick.
The worst sound in the entire pool hall. A stick dropping on the floor. Well, folks, we are all knotted up at 16 apiece. Rack 33 coming up. Boy, and you talk about the importance of a good break right now. Oh, my. Ooh. That 10 almost crept in front of the pocket. Oh. What? Look at this.
Oh, wow. Trying to sneak behind
I
the
don't-
10 ball.
I didn't like that shot. It was such a small window to get that cue ball behind the 10.
And he's trying to. He's done a better job. That's how you play that shot, he says.
Love it. Okay, if he's getting his jump cue, I can tell you right now, he is not getting over this ball.
Really? He thinks he is, otherwise he wouldn't be shooting.
He is not getting
It is
over
really
this
close,
ball.
isn't it? Why? Just because it's so close?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh, and he potentially set up the 210. Even if he had the Wheat State Quantum 2 jump cue. Wait. Hang on.
Oh, no.
Even if had the Wheat State Quantum 2 jump cue. That's from I get 74 cents every time I mention Wheat State. So thank you. Oh, I actually did it twice. So
Did you get the Gen 3, though?
nice try, Chris. I ain't falling for that. How many times do you think I'm gonna? Oh, he's going 3 foul. He is going 3 foul.
And that's a good one. He's put the
Yeah.
one ball right surrounded by other balls, thus cutting out a lot of options. He's got to hit this. There's obviously a clear path. He can go one rail and hit this one ball, and he's called it in the corner pocket there, which means he's not even going to be aiming at the center of the cue ball. Or the one ball. He's going to be aiming at closer to the edge.
Which pocket is he calling?
To the left there.
Oh,
The one that it's going close to.
Oh, it got a
great
nice
hit.
little nudge.
Yeah.
All right, so there's an opportunity here for Josh. If he wants to be aggressive, he can actually make the 7 ball. So thin the 1, come off the rail, make the 7, and it should keep the 1 right by the pocket, and then
that's
potentially run out. But
Yeah, you know what happens, though? That one ball just chips off the rail, and now you've got no shot. You're playing safe off the 1.
No, he's calling it.
There you go. That's a better shot. I like that better than the kiss.
Ooh, this is getting exciting. Oh, another shaft hits the floor. Well, this is interesting because he's got it's not a hard angle on the 3, but he has to avoid hitting the 8 ball with the cue ball in order to get back down on this side to play the 6 in the side. And this is a... Oh. Use the 8 as a stopper.
So the plan has to evolve around how we're going to get back on the 9.
Just thinking
We got
that.
the 7, the 8, and then... Oh, now if he gets just past straight, which he just did.
I think he did. I think he can
he
actually...
now has several options here. He can roll straight in behind it. Oh, I didn't like stunning that. He needed a little bit more high. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So he was playing for a shot in the side,
I'm
which he
banking
still
this.
has, but it's tough.
Where? You ain't
In the
banking this
side.
in the side.
Yeah. You
No
got the
way.
double
Oh,
kiss.
it's
You will
He's-
double kiss
I
that in
don't
a
know.
heartbeat.
Yeah,
It looks
there's-
like
yeah.
it'll go with a little
No.
draw.
There's no shot in the side pocket
Nope.
unless you kick it in.
I'm seeing it.
He's cutting it. I think he called in the side pocket, but actually the corner pocket's more open. He hit that
Look at
nicely.
that.
Brilliant.
Very good.
Brilliant
It's a
shot.
very, very thin, small pocket from that angle.
That's all I was saying. Make it in the side.
Make it in the side. Sorry, I thought you said bank it
No,
in the
no,
side.
I said
Getting a
make it.
professional commentary by Chris Shotgun Gonzalez.
You know we can check the tape and see what you really said.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do a replay on your last comment.
I've got the replays muted.
For obvious reasons.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it loops the sound, plus you guys
Right.
continue to talk, and it gets real.
Yeah, you get double.
Yeah, it's too much to handle. But I do know if Kendall's still listening, I'd love to get a shorter transition.
For that overhead view, you get a good view of whether they're racking the ball solid or whether the one ball rolls off.
All right, that is the last time you are going to see Josh Nelson break in this race to 18.
Because if he wins another rack, he won the rack. He won the match.
This is the shot right here.
Yeah, it's a key moment in this match. You know, they've been playing for so long, but really you have to make sure you don't turn over
Overcut.
and miss that opportunity.
Oh, it's going to get behind there.
The whole match
Oh my.
depended on him making that one ball.
Oh boy.
He got a little lucky there. He didn't sell out.
Do you ever get nervous for the players when it gets to be to this point? Because I do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because
You're
it's just
such
like
a-
you see. You just got done saying it. Every shot at this point of the match is so key.
You're such a feely, emotional person, aren't you, Dale?
Oh, stop it! Stop.
Well, Colin's got to be happy that he's got another shot on the one ball.
I'm just slow rolling this and taking what I got on the 2-7 combo. You try to fire this in and get perfect shape. You're just
Yeah, and
asking for trouble.
You may end up right on the rail.
Oh boy.
Oh, and he's missed another one ball.
I mean, that's not horrible. Probably a safety.
I think it's going to be horrible because he's going to be stuck behind the 6 ball after this shot. My opinion. Oh my. Oh, he's not.
Should be behind the 10 ball.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, Colin's got to be happy to have another shot on the one ball.
We see this every week. It gets down to the end, and all of a sudden you have a rack that's like impossible to get out. It is,
And
but
it's tricky. He doesn't want to.
the nerves set in, and
Another. That's 3 shots on the one ball, and finally
my.
Nelly has a reasonable shot here.
Now we've got a completely open table for Josh to take down this match. Just control your rock.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, and the 9
He
goes
hit
in,
that
which
shot.
makes it even easier.
I think we need a replay on that one.
That 9 sets up.
Did that
In the
cue ball hit
pocket.
the 2 ball twice?
Yeah, double
And,
It
kiss.
did.
and sent it in.
It did.
And he could have hit that I felt, absolutely just roll it in super dead weight. But he didn't. He chose to try and stun it a little bit.
All right, 6 balls for
But
200.
he mustn't let that get to him because he's got a chance here to take this match. He does not want to turn it over. If he misses now, he'd probably lose the match.
Yeah, we're going hill then, but I don't foresee that happening anymore.
That
Wow.
wiped his feet before it went in. That was a 2-nippler.
Deal. Envelope.
A double pointer.
Yep.
Envelope.
And 2's my favorite number of nipples.
Not 3. You don't like more for your money?
I'm just more of a sort of an even kind of guy. All right.
Here it is.
Key
This-
shot.
This is the shot right
A
here.
sweet little draw with a lot of left-hand
No.
spin.
No.
What?
Middle ball.
He's taking my route. He's going
No, he's not.
deep
Middle
into
ball.
the corner. Spin around.
This match is over, folks.
I wouldn't say that until it goes down.
This match is over, folks.
This match is over, folks.
Josh Nelson taking out Collin Pockets Passett.
And Collin must feel pretty bad about the outcome there, considering he was at half-time so far ahead. There's a whole bunch of shots he'd take back if he could.
Here's that replay on the 2-ball.
Oh, yeah. Watch how this ball goes in. Does he hit the 2-ball twice is the question. Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Well, yeah. Either way, still
So
still
there it
good.
is. Yeah, see, it's amazing. Yeah, the cue ball followed forward. And tapped it in, as man.
Just
Yeah,
tapped
watch-
it in.
Just may have been three.
Wow,
May have
they have
been
been three times
contacts, I don't
actually.
know.
That was fun to watch. Yeah. Well, thank you everybody very, very much for tuning in once again to our King of the Hill series on Sunday night. And we are going to be back again next Sunday, so get on Facebook, YouTube, so you can watch us live once again. Subscribe, hit that bell, share it with your friends, do whatever you can. But there's going to be a flyer coming out either Tuesday or Wednesday from Kendall once we get it all together. And once I call all of our challengers, which I do every Monday and Tuesday. So everybody enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. And for those of you that are unemployed voluntarily, you are not allowed to celebrate Labor Day. Just saying.
What are they going to do?
You can't.
Sit home like normal?
Well, get a job. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and we have next to me,
MH. That's it. Oh,
and right down there on the keyboard,
the big G-man.
Chris.
Shot
Gun tennis.
Just
Guntanis.
Chris.
Everybody have an awesome evening.